Yo, welcome back to the motherfucking Fandom Frequency Show. That's right, we're cussing straight off the top here. It's explicit, man. It's
for
explicit.
YouTube, you need to wait about I think it's like 2 minutes.
I know, YouTube. I know. Yeah, we ain't monetizing this shit, bro.
Yeah, this ain't getting monetized.
It's whatever. We're gonna be making plenty of these episodes, bro. We're gonna be we'll make some money down the line with these episodes, just not this one.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Fuck it.
Fuck it.
All right. Fuck them. What is it? Fuck. Motherfucker. Fucking Star Trek, I want to say.
Oh,
South Park.
Yeah,
Star
okay,
Trek.
that's where that was from.
Oh, gosh. But yeah, man, welcome to the show. As you see, we like to go on tangents around here, man. But it's episode 8. We're coming at you live from Gotham City, California, man. And you know what we do around here. We break down all the pop culture topics in the world of fandom, whether that's anime, comic books, TV shows, you know what I'm saying? We even talk a little wrestling and sports every now and again. You know what I'm saying? Festivals, current events, man. We talk about it all around here, man. But if you're new to the show and haven't checked us out before, make sure you click the like on YouTube, you click the subscribe, you smash that notification bell so you never miss a dose of that Fandom Frequency dopeness straight into your feeds. And if you're listening on the podcast, much love to y'all. We just got past 500, which is pretty awesome.
I saw that on one of your videos. Yeah, it was dope.
We just passed 500 downloads overall.
Oh, downloads.
On the podcast feed for like most of the stuff.
That's awesome.
And then we did get, also, we got like 350 views on the Ghostbusters Afterlife review. 500 and some views for the Scream trailer breakdowns and shit.
That.
People have been showing mad love lately, man. And these episodes have been picking up too. So much love to you guys out there, man. Much appreciated, man. We're at 40 subscribers here on the YouTube channel. So it's slowly growing. It's growing slowly but surely. That's for sure, man. But if you haven't been to the show before and you don't recognize my main man's right here, it's Drew, man.
What's Gucci?
You know what I'm saying? You know he's going to be here for all the anime topics, I'd say at least 99% of the time.
Yeah, that's
the plan. We're going to be bringing him on for different topics like we are doing today. And to come, man, we got a lot of dope plans and ideas. So welcome back to the show, brother.
Sweet.
Glad to
Thanks
have
for
you
having
on
me.
again.
Yeah, it's a
pleasure. Always, man. The door is always open for you, sir.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But with no further ado.
Actually, further ado, I have
what's up?
It's a recap basically of what we did last time for a One Piece film Red.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to say, I kind of did because I made those predictions like, Oda's not really going to do much with Shanks. He's going to do something, but he's not going to do a lot.
It would be like a main character.
Yeah, but then he came out with that post, and then we saw what he was saying. I was like, Oda doesn't really like, making shit not canon, so it's going to be little canon and mostly not. But there's only a few scenes, and he's not going to do much with Shanks, which is going to suck. It might be more lore based. But the lore is not really going to do much. If Shanks will show up for the last 10, 15 minutes of the movie, I'm assuming, save Luffy somehow. Luffy will still be knocked out.
That is usually how he pops in.
Yeah,
that is true.
And then that will probably be the end of it.
Yeah.
But that's just because I was surprised when Oda brought out the I sent it to you. Yeah.
Yeah, you did,
it was saying, I could probably go through it, but it's going to be a bitch to find it.
It's all good, bro.
But yeah, I was just surprised. Honestly, it just popped into my head when you were doing the
I
intro.
forgot. Yeah,
I was like,
we were talking about that.
Yeah, so I wasn't that far off with
it. You're not.
Yeah,
shit. Like I said, happy. Dude, you know One Piece like the back of your hand, man. Yeah. You're a longtime fan for this thing, so you've been watching it almost as long as it's been on, right? Close.
Been watching it since about I think 2001.
See, and it
came out. And it started anime in. Well, the anime started in 1999.
99, right?
Yeah, and so I was 2 years late.
See? You know what I'm saying? It's like me for prequel Star Wars to now. I was almost there from the beginning, at least for us millennials. Well, but like I said, you know a lot about the franchise overall and just the way that Oda kind of sets things up. So I was like, you're probably right, dude.
It feels like I know him as a friend now because I fucking read his content for years and I've seen his content for so many years.
Yeah, you know him better than
so you just feel like he's part I just saw him last week.
I feel you, bro. It's like me with Tarantino or something like that. I've been watching his movies for years, or shit, I don't know, man.
Hopefully you guys will feel the same way about us and in this podcast.
Yeah, man.
Let's
You know what
fucking
I'm
do it.
saying? Some of y'all have been here from Jump Street, man. You know what I'm saying? So continue to ride this fandom train, man. We're going to keep it going. But like I said just a little while ago, we're not bringing Drew on exclusively for the anime stuff, man. We got some really cool topics to discuss inside and outside of the world of anime. What's the word, baby? Where we talk about mainly just the news topics, any updates on any of that stuff, trailers, release dates, events. You know, if we might go to a con or something, we would kind of recap it here on
That
the
would be
show.
sick.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So make sure you don't touch that dial, man. We just getting right into it. So starting this thing off, the Halo Paramount Plus TV series is about to drop next month. I think like March 24th or something like
that's
that. March
awesome.
23rd.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, man. So
It's gonna look
the
gorgeous.
trailer dropped. Looks pretty damn good. You know what I'm saying? I really don't have much complaints with it overall. I did hear some complaints about certain changes they're making.
Like what with the Spartans armor or something?
Yeah, well, like Spartan's look, sort of. Cortana's look.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're changing any plot points because it seems like they're doing it from the game.
To be honest, it's like you can't really change Halo's plot points. Aliens attack, humans fight aliens.
Yeah, like the flood
literally
or
the
whatever.
plot. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh yeah, they brought in the flood. I can't
Yeah.
believe they teased that already.
because I'm like, that's Halo 2, Halo 3 stuff.
It's on
right?
the end of Halo 1.
Okay.
So like
it's been a minute, man.
Yeah, so like in Halo 1, you're fighting, on
Yeah, and I did play through all of Halo 1
Installation
campaign.
04. I believe that's the Halo ring.
Okay.
The first Halo ring is the one that we blew up. So we're fighting around in there, and then something happens where we release the flood. Like,
Okay.
because they were the Forerunners are, how do I put them? What's a good you know what the Forerunners are, right?
I think so.
They're the ancients of the Halo
Yeah.
universe.
Gotcha.
So they were the ones that made the Halo rings, and then they made all the technology.
Yeah, is that
They
like the
made-
weird dress people in the trailer with the weird neck thing or something?
I think so.
You think that's probably who they're...
I think so. Either that, or they're another species of like part of the Covenant.
Yeah,
because
but
the Covenant's huge.
I
So
remember that, yeah.
Yeah, so like they were studying the flood, so they wiped out the whole universe with the Halo rings.
okay.
That's why the rings are there. They couldn't
Gotcha.
fight against the flood, and they're losing, so they made the rings, sent them all over the universe or galaxy, whatever.
Whatever you want to say.
Literally wiped every human being off the planet, and
okay.
everywhere, every
Wow.
things. And then they
Pulled a
sent
Kid Boo, huh?
for real.
For the Earth.
But then they started sending. Hold on, I'm losing my train of thought. They started
worries.
they started sending spawns like clones to every planet. So where
Okay.
the elites were born, like on their home planet, they'll send
Got you.
a bunch of clones of elites, and then that's how they repopulated the galaxy.
Oh,
And then that's why we don't
shit.
see any of the Forerunners. We just see their technology.
Oh, man. It's like the Star Wars like clones, but on a way bigger level. That's kind of cool.
Oh, way bigger level. Because
Yeah.
technically, even the Chief's a clone.
Yeah.
Because they were all
I
clones.
do remember him being cloned. Yeah, they're all clones and
Well,
shit.
like no, the human race in a whole is a clone.
Is clones,
'Cause
right.
They all died.
Damn, that's
and then
crazy.
they brought them back to life, technically,
Damn.
by just manipulating the gene base, and then they
Damn,
brought
man,
him
this
out.
shit gets deep.
But that's why,
like that.
that's why the chief has like Forerunner DNA in him. That's why he was able to fight the Didact in Halo 4.
Okay.
Because they manipulated their human DNA so they could eventually, just in case, to either fight off the flood if they ever come back, or to fight like other Forerunners like the Didact
Okay.
in Halo 4 or
Yeah,
3.
Weapon
4.
X type stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
basically like that.
Ah,
So it's cool that they did bring that in. Hopefully they do talk more about the lore
yeah,
in the
get
show.
more into that stuff as it goes
It
on.
better be an hour-long show because I'm gonna be pissed if it's only
yeah,
30
at least
minutes.
40-something minutes.
It has to be.
Because it's a lot of shit, like you just said right there.
There's
That's
a
a
lot of-
4 or 5 season
And that's just Halo 1.
thing right there.
That was just Halo
Wow.
1. Because you didn't even get to the part where you destroy the Halo ring, and then the flood literally gets, like, they get free,
Damn.
and then, like, they spread around the galaxy, and then they're building power, and then we get the real fights with the Covenant. The Covenant finally comes to Earth, the first
Okay.
invasion of Earth. And even before that, we had the first contact. It was Halo Wars.
Oh shit!
when you're
right.
fighting in Harvest, I believe that was the
Forgot
place.
about that, man.
It's called Harvest, the planet. That was first contact with the Covenant.
Okay.
And after that, we fought them, kind of got our asses kicked, And then Halo came through because there's, I don't think there were Spartans like Spartan 2s. Because there's
Okay.
more than one Spartan.
Yeah, it's like Terminators, right? They have like different generations.
Yeah, there's different generations, but Spartan 2s are the best.
Okay.
Just flat out the best. Like
okay.
it's even in lore. There's like I want to say 7 Spartans left from the Spartan 2 program.
Shit.
Of course, Chief is one of them.
Yeah.
And we know how badass that fool is.
Yeah. I was like, that I remember fully.
They had like I think only like 40 candidates. They had 60 people. Half of them died during augmentation, and then they trained the rest who survived. And some of them got crippled for life. Some of them came back, but then like they're like, okay, Spartan 2 program's too deadly. We'll do the Spartan 3 program because the Spartan 1 program was who's that one guy who was always in there? He was like, oh, you guys are fighting the Covenant with a tank. Back in my day, we had a rock and a stick, and we had to share it throughout the whole platoon. And it was like, really, dude? Johnson.
Okay.
Yeah. It's fun, but he's cop out. Like, we think Dragon Ball Z has plot holes. Fucking Johnson has plot holes up the ass.
He got that plot armor. It's not Spartan armor, homie.
Dude, it's bad. He was when Halo blew up the first time, he's fighting an elite on the Halo ring. And then like they see it blow up and they're like, oh shit, come here, man. And then they both hug each other. And then the thing blows up. And then we see him again in Halo 2 walking Chief basically down the aisle. You know what I mean? He's just like, Chief, like, how the fuck did you get back here? Johnson's classified. It's because they can't explain it. they literally can't explain it.
Bro, they got to put him in the show.
They will. They're gonna.
They better
be Samuel L. Jackson.
Because you know how movies, it's like if you don't see a body, like they better do that.
Yeah, but they might not do it soon. Man, but if they do, I feel
like that'd be such a cool entry point for more casual people like me and like people that don't even know Halo. That'd be like, oh, like that's me right there, like basically, in this thing. Yeah.
But he doesn't really do much. He usually drops off the Chief and then off he goes.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I hope they have him in some point in this show because they did greenlight season 2. Like they're already working on that. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So they're very confident in what they cooked up for this. So I'm hoping it comes together because we've been wanting to see something in the Halo world for freaking years, back when I was heavy into it and I was still keeping up with it. And they had the trailer they were going to do with Peter Jackson and shit. Yeah. That went through, or it fell through.
No, isn't that Forward Onto Dawn?
Yeah, something like that.
It's a movie. It's already out. It's garbage. Don't watch it.
Okay. But yeah, they were going to do like a big screen like movie, and then they didn't do it. And then they were going to do
it. It just went straight to DVD, actually. Yeah. That's what happened.
Yeah, because they made that instead of making the initial version they were going to make. Yeah. With Peter Jackson right after Lord of the Rings, because everyone was like sucking that dude off because he had just, won 30 Oscars and shit. Yeah. But yeah, dude, this has a lot of fucking potential, man. I'm actually getting more excited just talking to you about it. It's going to be sick, completely honest. If it's done well, this looks like it has so much potential.
The elites look really good.
Everything looks good to me.
I don't think they introduced the brutes. I could be wrong. I don't know if they put them in the trailer or not.
And I think
but they're going to look sick.
I think it's 8. I'm guessing 8 to 10 episodes, but I could be wrong. There could be a little more. It could be a little less. I'll have to confirm that. I'll let you know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And by the time you guys are watching this out there, I probably would have dropped that number on the screen. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really excited for it. You got Liev Schreiber's brother, Pablo Schreiber, I never know how to say his name. But his brother, Liev Schreiber, who played Sabretooth in X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Really? That's dope.
Yeah, and was Cotton Weary in the Scream franchise.
Is he? Did he play in Defiance too?
I think so.
Because he's the guy who played you just said the guy's name.
Yeah, Sabretooth, Wolverine's brother in that version.
Because in the Wolverine movie, right? When they show them growing up together, fighting in every war together. Him. Yes.
Yeah, his brother, who looks a lot like him actually too, is going to be Master Chief.
That's going to be awesome.
So it's going to be cool to see,
Dude's a badass.
Yeah, and I haven't seen his brother's acting, but if he's anything like his brother, man, he's got to, anything like Liev, he's going to kill it.
But to be fair, he really shouldn't have that many lines. Chief is very quiet.
Yeah.
He just needs to look
He doesn't have like a lot of dialogue, but I hope he could. Have you watched Mandalorian?
I've seen the first season.
Yeah. That kind of vibe is kind of what I'm thinking for Master Chief.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Not. Like where it's because the actor's not in the suit a lot. He's doing voiceover. So I think they're going to do the same kind of thing.
Oh, that
where
makes
it's going to be the stunt guy is going to be the physicality, but his Liev Schreiber's brother is going to be the voice of
actor,
it when it comes to it.
Oh.
Okay. So I'm hoping they kind of do it like that, where less is more. it's all about what he's doing, not what he's saying. But when he does say something, it's fucking cool and it's well written. So I'm hoping that's the approach.
Sometimes you've seen in Halo 2 in the beginning.
Yeah, he has some corny lines.
Yeah, when they're literally walking down the aisle to get like their medals, and then Cortana's like, "Oh, you look nice," and then Johnson and Chief goes, "Thank you," and then they both stare at each other, like, "What the fuck?" And then they get like, yeah, that was awesome, but it wasn't cool. It was just
like a little funny humor like that. So I hope that's in the series, you know, because I like when stuff throws in good bits of humor to break things up, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be in there. You're going to see the Marines and like just
hope so.
do some stupid shit because Marines are always
annoying.
You know,
give me that Aliens vibe where, you know, these fools are talking shit and this guy's like, "Oh man, I'm about to kill like fucking 30 aliens right now, bro. Watch."
Well, like even in the voiceovers in the Halo game, like the Marines are pretty funny.
I remember that too.
Even though they throw grenades at you all the time, the player, fucking assholes, man.
That's where like Red versus Blue is kind of spawned from like those more kind of like, not silly is the right word, but the more like fun kind of offbeat characters, you know. So I hope that's in this series. I just like that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So I'm excited for it, bro. Like,
same.
We're gonna be definitely reviewing it on the channel, bro. We'll link up for sure after the first episode drops, dog. I'll probably just get like some free trial shit and see how this show goes. And if I dig the show, I'll keep it so I get that season 2 right away. Or maybe I'll cancel it and get it later. We'll see. Because there's not too much on Paramount I want to see
be honest,
now.
We could really wait until like it all comes out.
I might do that. I want to check out at least the premiere just to see that first initial drop.
Right.
And then I'll probably do a couple episodes like every 2-3 weeks like I do One Piece and other things like that.
That works.
Like week to week I don't like doing all the time. I've done it for like some of the Marvel series because it's like 6 episodes. So I kind of like being on the water cooler talk each week.
Right.
But something like this where I'm not like through the moon excited, but I'm definitely interested and pretty excited to see it. And crossing my fingers they pull it off.
I just hope the Spartans are going to be badass because there's more than one Spartan.
And you got to get that right.
We're gonna get Spartan 1s, Spartan 2s, of course, Chief, and then we're gonna get Spartan 3s and Spartan 4s probably. Well, maybe 4s are gonna come out later.
Yeah,
but
hopefully they save some cool stuff for later. You know, that's why I hope they don't try to bite off more than they can chew. Sometimes
there's just a lot. Like there's so much to the
there
story.
Is.
Like Halo lore alone, there's the books, there's the comic books.
I forget that's all canon, right?
All canon. There's so much shit.
Okay, so it's the Star Wars effect. All right,
us learning about talking. Sorry, I'm brain fart.
It's all good, bro.
While I was talking about God damn it. Hold on, let me fucking take a sip. God, hold on.
3 hours later.
Dude, on the real, man. Thank God we could record for a while. Anyway, when I was talking about what happened in Spartan 2 is about their augmentation, how half of them died just from the medicine or like
which
the drugs
is crazy.
alone.
That's like the Winter Soldier type.
Yeah, which is crazy. We don't really learn that. We do learn it a little bit in the games.
Okay.
But it's mostly in like the comic books where we get like the Spartans' names who are actually like who got fucked up, who died.
That's cool.
You know, stuff like that. We get it from the comic books, which
Okay,
is really
so there's
dope.
a lot of lore they can really pick from.
They got so much shit.
Damn.
There's lores of just commando units of Spartan 3s.
Wow.
Because Spartan 3s, they're cheaper to create, quote unquote. Because Spartan 2s, they took a lot of like process to make
more
them.
resources.
Yeah,
to do
they were
shit.
kids, and then they had to grow up. They had to do the augmentations when they were kids. Yeah, you don't know this?
Oh shit, no.
Really?
I don't remember all that stuff. No.
Okay. So like Dr. Halsey, what she did. And fun fact, Spartan program didn't get created because of the Covenant. They got created because they were fighting humans.
Oh.
So there was a bunch of war going on between other human colonies around the galaxy or universe, whatever the fuck they call it. Star Wars is a galaxy. You know, anyway. So they're like, okay, the UNSC was like, all right, we can't deal with this. We're getting, like, it's just too much. We'll make super soldiers. Dr. Halsey, do your thing. She's like, okay, cool. I need 60 children or some shit. And then they kidnapped 60 kids, and then they replaced the kids with flash clones. So the clones would die of natural causes, quote unquote, later on. So the parents can't suspect a thing.
Damn, what the fuck?
So Chief and like the other Spartan 2s specifically were kids, and then they were indoctrinated into...
wow.
It's kind of like King Bradley from Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, yeah.
Brotherhood, specifically.
Brotherhood,
not Full Metal. But Brotherhood,
Okay,
it's exactly like King Bradley.
Oh, shit. I still got to finish that, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Suck.
I'm close, though. There's too much animes, man. I get distracted.
When they did that, so it was hard to create the Spartan 2s. So that's why there was only so little Spartan 2s, but they're so badass. They would send one out to go fuck shit up. There's stories where they'll send 2 Spartan 2s out to go to the Covenant homeworld to nuke the Covenant homeworlds.
Jeez.
It's just to instigate, like, because we're fighting on our own home fronts, so human civilians are getting involved. They're like, fuck it, we'll take the fight to them.
And shit.
Yeah. They also sent Spartan 3s to go try to kidnap the prophets of regret and like the other prophets. I just remember Prophet of Regret.
This shit is like
so it's
just
all
like onions, bro. We got layers
crazy.
up in here,
dude. I was watching one of them. I found it on YouTube. They're talking about it, and it was basically a little story cutscene of the Spartan 2s, and it was two Spartan 3s. There was two Spartans on this Covenant homeworld, and then they get discovered, and then they obviously start dying one by one.
Right.
But like, there's only two, so like one dead, the other died. But then like the way they're going out like bosses. Like there's no complaints. One of them started cracking jokes. He was talking shit to the elite Covenant that there was like he was fighting. It was sick. And if they could just animate that, or put that into the show, something like
exposition or flashbacks.
Yeah. There's a lot of lore.
There's so much potential. Yeah, man. I hope they nail this thing because they could just get 5, 6, 7 seasons of just sick ass fucking television, man. I'm glad they chose television, not movies, because you never could do it justice.
Yeah, you need a long running show.
Quick, but you let us know, man. Are you going to be checking out Halo? Season 1's
you guys
dropping
better,
soon.
man. I want to see season 3 on that shit.
We're going to have a whole season recap when that thing wraps up on the channel, guys. So make sure you stay tuned for that. We got plenty of other stuff coming. But if you're really just into the Halo stuff, and that's something you're really anticipating, please don't miss out on that recap. We're going to be getting into all the nitty-gritty, man. It's going to be a good time. I might even break out the Halo 2, bro.
Oh, fuck.
It's going to be a good time, bro. We might have to get a game night going.
We'll play it on Legendary.
But yeah, man. Oh,
fuck
shit.
That.
Oh, my God. I'm going to die every second.
Well, with 2 players, it's actually pretty easy.
Yeah, I know.
Because, like, if you die, I could run off to the side and, like, you respawn, and then we go back and finish the fight.
That's what I always liked with Halo.
Yeah, but when you play it by yourself on Legendary, which I'm trying to do, but I suck. So, like, I only beat Halo Reach in Legendary.
Oh, you can.
And
I used to play on
it took me, I think, like 2 weeks to beat it in Legendary because I kept fucking dying.
I bet.
And whenever you die, you restart, obviously, because it's only one player.
Yeah.
At least with 2 players, you don't restart. Like, so the enemies are still like you kill 3 elites, they're still dead when you come back to life. So like, okay, we just need to go kill these. But then like when you're playing by yourself, you die. You got to come back and then you got to fight it all over again, man. It's such a pity.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I want to hear from you Halo fans out there. Drop a comment below, man. What you want to see? Are you hyped? Are you thinking, nah, it ain't for me, dog? Let us know. But rolling right along here, man. Jujutsu Kaisen.
We're not going to do a Lord of the Rings? We should do...
Oh, no. Don't worry. We are. We're going to be jumping back and forth.
Oh, we're not going to do the live actions first?
Oh, no. No, we're jumping back and forth, man. I'm mixing it up.
Solid.
Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 is officially confirmed for 2023.
Yes.
We're talking about Season 1 on the show, if you didn't notice from the thumbnail. But don't touch that dial. That's going to be later on, man. We just in the opening acts right now. But Season 2's coming for sure, 2023, so we got a while to wait. But
it's going to be sick.
What's your excitement level on 1 to 10, my friend?
It's going to be dope. I'm honestly like at 8 for Jujutsu Kaisen. It's super sick. I can't
I'm going to go a little lower at a 7.5.
Well, it's because I'm reading the manga.
Yeah, see,
so like
so
I'm
know
ahead.
what
I
to
know
expect.
What's gonna happen.
I'm
like I just want to like, holy shit, hurry up! I want to see this already.
Holy shit,
it's taking fucking forever.
You're like, let's go. I want people to see the greatness.
Yeah, it's because like when you're a manga reader and an anime watcher, like
you're always ahead.
You're always
of
ahead
the watching. So you're like, come on, bro.
Like, I want to talk about this, but like you can't really talk about it
because some people
are
just
with anime only
and stuff. Yeah,
like there's huge spoilers. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna.
Which
spoil anything.
Honestly, off camera, you know what I'm saying. We can discuss that because I don't care. Because I'm not like that diehard on it. We're gonna get more into it.
Yeah,
but
I'll talk.
I'm
about
not
it
like, oh, don't tell me anything. You know, Vinland Saga, like, don't tell me shit. Like, I don't want to know.
Oh fuck.
Because you know what I'm saying. Like for season 2, like maybe like a couple hints would be cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm kind of curious, like where they're gonna go. So we can get into some hints.
We'll talk about Vinland Saga because there's so much I gotta talk about. Vinland Saga.
There's so much we're gonna talk about. Yeah. At the tail end of the show.
By the way,
on that.
I just need to leave before 1 o'clock. I want to get some beer, and they stop selling beer at 2 a.m.
Oh no, we're not gonna be talking that long.
Okay,
Don't
I'm
worry.
just saying.
but what's it called? But yeah, dude, I'm excited for season 2. I'm definitely gonna. Season 2. I'm definitely gonna check it out right when it drops.
It's gonna be dope
for sure. Like I can't wait to see, and I'm hoping, like you say, with the manga, they execute it right with the anime and step it up with each season to come, because it's got the hype. So we're gonna get a few seasons.
Yeah, they're
out
not
of
gonna
this
fuck
thing.
it up at this
Yeah,
point. To be
no.
honest, after the first season did justice to the anime, to the manga. Like it was.
Yeah, I was like,
I wouldn't say it was
it's
spot
good.
on because there's it's always a little bit different.
It has to be.
They
yeah.
add stuff. They might take a few things out. Nothing major though.
Okay,
it's not like
that's
Promised
good.
Neverland.
Okay, yeah, because I heard that's one of the cardinal sins they had committed.
Oh, it's garbage.
Yeah, I hear that. That's one of the ones that seems to be the most disappointing right now.
They pulled a 4Kids dub on us. Because in 4Kids dub in One Piece they took out
all this shit.
They took
Cigarettes,
They took out like scenes. They took
Oh,
out Laboon.
oh yeah, right. Yeah,
You know Laboon, the giant whale.
Yeah,
there's no Laboon.
I remember
So
that.
if they kept on going and then they introduced Brook, what the fuck are they gonna do with the Laboon? There's no Laboon, so he doesn't have
Takes
a
lot of
reason
the-
to go.
a lot of
back
the
around.
development of
Yeah, it
him
just
going
makes no
with
sense.
them is not there.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I want to see my friend Laboon. I was like, oh, we never met him. He wasn't there. It's like, oh, what?
So
Fucking
we
Brook's
don't
gone.
care.
Yeah,
It just gives him a reason to join them.
they took
But-
out the whole Little
yeah.
Garden arc. The whole Little Garden arc where we meet Dory and Broggy. They took them all. They took it out. So
The
that
Giants?
means the Giants. Yeah.
Oh,
so
what the fuck?
we don't really see Mr. 3 so much
What the?
because he has his shining moments in Little Garden.
Yeah.
And then they took out and then when we get to Elbaf, we don't know anything about Giants.
Oh,
'Cause
that's
they took
stupid.
away-
That's why we're so excited in the
Yeah.
actual anime, because we're like, dude, I want to see more giants. I want to see this
Yeah,
shit.
it was like there's a land of giants. Like, oh, this is gonna be sick.
Because they're
But
all
then-
cool characters.
But they took it out just so they could get to Drum Island faster, so they could get Chopper, so they can make more money because he's all
Yep.
cutesy and shit.
Which probably worked.
It didn't work. 'Cause they didn't
No?
make it past Drum Island.
Oh,
they barely,
right.
They stopped at Alabasta.
You're right, dude, because I watched that. That's
Yeah.
how I first saw One Piece, bro.
Yeah, so did I.
yeah.
And then they stopped after Alabasta,
Yep.
and then they didn't continue. And then it came online more or less, and then
Yeah.
Tsunami picked it up years later, and then they did
true
justice.
versions.
They did the actual
Yeah.
version.
Which I didn't go back on that second watch. As y'all know, I'm more newer to it. But woo, man, that
Yeah.
One Piece is great stuff,
But
bro.
for like Promised Neverland, they took out a major arc.
Like, for example, like taking out like fucking like why am I forgetting that dude's name? Oh my gosh.
Don't worry, I was forgetting a lot.
Sorcery, like the first guy for the Akatsuki. That's like taking him out and then just going into like Kakuzu, or just going way in there to Pain or something. Like, wait a minute, bro.
No,
What about the setup? You know?
No, it's like taking out Obito.
Wow,
and
really?
Pain, yeah, and then it was like, oh fucking, what's his name?
Madara's back. Here you go.
Datara's like the person who's in like the mastermind behind it. It's like, what the fuck did you guys do?
Wow,
like,
really?
They took out there's a main character who was a villain who gets introduced in the arc that they took out in Promised Neverland, and he's a main villain. Like, he literally shows up, I think, till the third of, like, there's 3 more chapters till the end of the manga.
He's the villain for all that.
No. He wasn't
Oh.
the villain for all of that. He was
Oh.
just a okay. Have you seen Promised Neverland?
No, you can lightly spoil it. For
Okay.
me, warning if you're
Spoilers. But don't.
I
worry.
don't mind.
Read the
'Cause
manga.
I might not watch the anime personally.
Don't watch
I'm gonna
the
read the
anime.
manga. I think
Read it.
because that's one of the ones that's kind of on my list. Like, when I really want to sit down and read a manga series, that's the one. Because people hype it up so much. What's the point of watching a shitty version of it?
It's amazing.
You know?
In the manga, the anime was garbage. So like they fight demons. They're in a demon world basically.
Okay.
And they're raising humans for cattle.
Oh shit. Okay.
And then they're kids, so they kill them before they turn, I think, like 13 or 12.
Jeez.
Because that's when the brain is most developed, or at that ripe age of being developed, and like it tastes the best, I guess. So they have like cattle farms. There's human farms for like nobility, and then there's human farms for like the regular civilians. So like, how do I put it? So the nobility, they're always stronger. Like, it's always in like a vampire thing. You know how like there's the vampires, and then there's I don't want to say head vampire.
I know what
But
you mean.
the
though.
nobles, like
Yeah.
there's the nobles, and the nobles are always stronger than the regular vampires. That's how it
like
goes.
underworld type shit.
Yeah. So the nobles in the demon world, they're just OP as fuck.
Okay.
But in the regular people, they're just regular fucking demons, so they could kill the demons. But then they introduced this one beast of a fucking noble. Like, his name is Lewis. Spoiler. Even though that's such a plain name, Lewis.
I know. I'm like,
Yeah,
Lewis?
but he's such a boss. Like he was alive before they split the worlds, because there's a human side, because not all humans are in the demon world.
Okay.
So it's literally like this table. So demons live on this side,
Oh,
and the
I
humans
got
live on
an
this side.
example. Stranger Things with the Upside Down.
I'm gonna be honest, I've never seen Stranger Things.
But it's like an alternate version of our universe, or of like our world, but it's like a dark, like dingy, fucked up version of it.
Okay,
like
yeah,
it's
I think I know what
literally
you're talking
the
about.
opposite, like a reflection.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. That's actually in a lot of things. That
Yeah, I
that
know,
idea.
but that's just a more modern thing
yeah.
that popped in my head.
So it's like that. So the human cattle are on the demon side. So the demons don't go into the human world and fight the humans, and the humans don't go into the demon world and kill the demons. So they're like, we're going to split it in half, and then you get this side, we get this side. And then the whole point of the manga is for the human cattle, the children, to find a way into the human world.
To get away from
it.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so there had to be a deal struck between the ancient demons and ancient humans who were fighting, because it was just one massive world, and then they split it. So they're fighting and all this shit. And then Lewis was there during the fighting season, like fighting era of like, so he was alive for thousands of years. And then like he's one of the higher ranking nobles, and then they just take him out. And it's just like, what are you doing? It's literally like just them taking away pain.
Yeah, like you said, like there's no pain.
There's no pain. And it's
We
just
don't
like,
have
what
any
the
of these other
fuck?
niggas.
Yeah, it's Orochimaru. Like, get the fuck out of here.
What?
Like,
Again?
yeah, like, oh my God, it was so bad. They took out main characters on the human side who proved a lot of development for the humans.
Up, for sure.
One of the characters on the human side, he has like because they're humans, you know, they have a group. Like he has a group, and like all this shit was going on. Like, I don't want to get into detail, but like they make friends with them, basically, with the human guy. And then like they become friends, and then he teaches them some shit, and like, you know, helps their mindset throughout in the later games.
Wow, yeah.
Like they're thinking, and they bring back references talking about him, and then like, you know, he's not even alive in the manga. I mean,
It's
in
like
the anime,
Luffy making the what would you call it? Like the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. It's like they took out the whole fucking Grand Fleet, so it's just these 9 people the whole fucking time.
Basically,
and it's like, wait, where's all that cool development?
Yeah, and it's just like, yeah, why'd you guys do that? It takes away a lot of character development from the 3 or 4 main characters, you know, and it just takes away big parts of the story that's yet to come into the anime.
The mangaka's got to be pissed.
Oh, that's why they haven't made a new season yet.
I bet. You think it's just dead in the water?
Yeah, it's dead in the water. They have to readapt it, because the first season was still missing a few things, nothing major. They're missing a few things. Certain lines were a little bit different, but again, that's how it usually is.
Standard type shit, yeah.
But they skipped a couple like scenes that were actually pretty prevalent in the anime. I mean, in the manga. But they skipped it in the anime because they wanted, I don't know what they wanted actually. They fucking
pacing. Whatever the decision was made was probably for pacing.
But it was still doing it justice in a sense. It was honestly, I hated it because I was reading it, and then like I saw the anime and I was like, what the fuck, man? Like I remember this parts. Like I would sit there, read the chapter while I'm watching the anime. I was like, dude, they're missing this. They're missing this. Like what the hell are they doing? Missing this guy? Like the fuck? But then it makes no sense.
Damn.
They really screwed the pooch on Promised Neverland. It honestly probably would have been like another Death Note version. It's really good.
Probably would have been one of the big ones right now, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, let's hope Jujutsu sticks that landing, bro, because between that, Demon Slayer, and fucking Attack on Titan's like on top of the world right now, those 3. Attack on Titan's about to end soon.
I think one more episode left.
Oh, one more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waiting just for all the rest. I'm just going to binge all the rest, dude. We're covering that as well, y'all. Stay tuned on that. We're going to link up for that for sure. But yeah, man, Jujutsu Kaisen season 2 not getting me out of the bed in the morning, but it will on that Sunday morning for that premiere for sure.
Oh yeah, I'll be up
and I'll be keeping up with season 2, bro. And like I said, eventually I will sit down to read that manga because another quick thing in the Jujutsu world, Jujutsu Kaisen 0. Have you seen that?
No, it's a movie it's coming out.
Yeah,
which is a prequel.
They haven't got it out yet over here.
It's a prequel to before
the series,
what happens.
right?
Yeah, which is sick because I think they might be going off of the manga. I could be wrong about this.
Yeah, because I know there's a 0 volume.
Well, yeah, but there's also like the flashbacks. It might be taking account into some of the flashbacks of like because we see Gojo's flashback in the manga.
Yeah.
Like we see his whole story.
So they're probably gonna tie that all together.
I think so.
0. So when you're going to season 2 beyond, they could just focus on plot moving
Yeah,
forward.
because it's going to introduce like certain characters that are in the manga right now, and we haven't seen them yet in the anime.
Okay, give them
which
the
they
setup.
are named in the anime,
Right.
But they weren't. I honestly forget their
Introduced
names
yet.
Yeah, Gojo was talking about how there's these two sorcerers who
Yep.
are basically as strong as him, or maybe
I
stronger.
remember him mentioning that
Yeah,
for sure.
So we meet one of the sorcerers is in the film Zero.
Oh, nice.
Not film Zero, movie Zero, Jujutsu
Yeah, movie
Zero,
Zero,
whatever it is.
Yeah.
Episode Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in it, and he's a boss.
Okay.
And it kind of gives me off a Saitama vibe. Because he always looks bored, but obviously
Okay.
when his facial expression changes, he's probably going to be a badass. I just haven't seen it yet.
Right. But yeah, man, like I said, it's going to be a cool thing, man. Y'all stay tuned on that. We're going to be covering that here on the channel as well, and just consuming that as fellow nerds, if you will. But moving right along here, about to wrap up this What's the Word, dude. Lord of the Rings of Power, the new Amazon Prime series, live action, of course. I'm a very casual Lord of the Rings fan. I just know the main big characters, the actors. I saw the trilogy, you know what I'm saying? My pops owns those things, so we watched them, man. It's been a long time since I revisited them, which I was just telling you off the air that I'm going to leading up to this series. But what did you think of the trailer, and what's your excitement level for the series overall, man?
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't say anything because I was saving it for this part when we watched it. The trailer didn't really do anything. Like there's just quick flashes of shit.
Right.
Humans, dwarves, orc for like a second.
7 rings to them.
And then they're like 7 rings to roll them all, or 1 ring to roll them all, or whatever. You know, it's just like 7 rings to the dwarves, 9 rings to the humans, 6 to the elves,
something like that.
And it's just like that was it.
And you know,
I was literally waiting when we were watching the trailer. It ended, and then it was going into the speech. Yeah, the speech. And I was like, dude, is that really it? In my mind, I wanted to be like, yo, hey, what the fuck? You get the short version or something?
Hey,
like you're just showing me something that's literally like 30 seconds long.
Yeah, bro, it was like a minute and a half, maybe.
It ended so quickly.
Yeah,
like we literally see a couple dwarves. We see a dwarf that's in The Hobbit.
Okay,
I forget his name, but he's a dwarf that was in one of the Hobbit movies.
Okay,
because
I haven't seen those actually, y'all. Don't throw tomatoes at me, man. I haven't seen any of those.
Don't worry, for the Hobbit movie, nobody will.
I know, but
I like them.
Some people just think it's weird you ain't seen those and shit. Just 'cause it's so popular, but I'm like, I just wasn't interested.
Honestly, it was so popular, people saw them and then they hated them.
I know, I hear that.
Which is weird. I enjoyed them quite a bit. But I love the Lord of the Rings verse. I love the universe of Lord of the Rings.
What do you prefer?
Of course, the trilogy.
Okay.
Fucking 2 Towers, classic. Return of the King was super sick.
It's like Star Wars. Yeah. It's like, of course you like the OT. Most times, most people like OT more than prequels.
Yeah, but the only thing I don't like in the trilogy is because of Frodo and Sam. Their whole dynamic, their whole gay love affair dynamic thing. Like, we barely find out Sam's not gay in the end of movie 3 when he gets married to a girl. Like, but aside from that, I really thought he was in love with fucking Frodo.
Honestly, it does make sense to me too.
Yeah, it was such a bromance.
It
reminded me of like almost a borderline isekai hentai anime where they were just getting like, it's just, oh, Frodo! It's just like, fuck.
All right, get off his nuts, bro.
Seriously. Dude,
Find
oh my
a girl,
god.
Dog.
But aside from that, Gimli was amazing. Gimli is my favorite. Well, Legolas is my favorite.
Yeah,
and
Legolas
then,
is
then
dope.
Gimli. And then we like the story between Boromir and Faramir.
Yeah, that was
I don't know
pretty
if you remember them.
I think that was the Carl Urban, Sean Bean characters.
I don't know the actors' names.
I think it was them too.
It was the one they were fighting in Minas Tirith. And then Rohan came to,
I know 0 locations except the Shire.
It's the giant city that was all white.
Oh, okay.
Love how that was the best description I could give, but it worked.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they were fighting in that city, and it's Faramir and Boromir.
Okay.
Or the two, they were brothers.
Gotcha.
But the father loved, I think the father loved Boromir more, and he didn't really like Faramir. I don't know why. He just kind of hated his son.
I'm pretty sure it's those actors I named. I'm pretty sure.
It probably is.
Yeah.
I just don't know their names.
I know pretty much Viggo Mortensen's Aragorn. I forget the little short dude's actor. I forget him. And then obviously we know the dwarves and everybody else. So I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's them too.
Yeah.
Pretty damn sure.
But like,
could be, well, actually, it could be Dominic Monaghan too. But anyway.
I honestly can't say you're right or wrong.
I know.
It could literally be all those people.
Yeah.
I don't
By the time you're watching this, I would have
we could literally Google it right now, but we don't,
I don't know right now, but
we'll
by the time you see this, I will know.
Yeah. But like he kills him and everything like that. The son dies. because he tries to steal the ring from Frodo in the first movie.
Or was the first one?
It was in the first movie,
Okay.
and it was in the Fellowship of the Rings. You remember when they get overrun? It was literally towards the end. They get overrun, and then the guy is like, whoa, and he's doing the horn thing.
Yeah.
And then he gets shot by like 4 or 5 arrows. Yeah. By the way, badass scene. I love him. He was one of my favorite characters until he died, and then like we learned about like he was kind of an asshole to his brother because his brother was literally just trying to be like, you're my brother. Let's help each other. But his father loved the other guys so much more.
Thor type shit, right?
Kind of, yeah. Literally, actually, kind of like that. Because the father did love his other son, but he just liked the other guy.
Played favorites for sure.
The other guy liked him better. But it was just like, damn. But yeah, they're dynamic.
Yeah, dude,
it's
you make me
super
really
sick.
want to watch these things again.
Dude, it was dope. The battle of the Two Towers. The battle
that's my favorite out of the 3.
The Battle of Helm's Deep was phenomenal.
It was.
Yeah, it was one of my favorite things. By the way, it was very shitty strategy.
Yeah.
It was horrible strategy.
That's true.
Even on the human parts. Like, there's so many scenes where I'm looking, I was like, dude, you guys...
What are you doing?
Fucking flank around, do something. Like, but they can't do that, obviously,
Yeah.
because they have to lose or whatever.
Yeah, I was like, because they got to follow the plot points.
Yeah, the 3 days. On the 3rd day, look at those. Like, dude, fucking show up tomorrow. Don't
That
give me
was
4
a cool
days.
ass action scene, though.
It was awesome.
One of the best of the 2000s, for sure.
Mm-hmm. And then,
Could maybe say all time. I don't know.
then we get the Battle of Helm's Deep.
Yeah,
And
everyone
I mean,
knows
not
that.
Helm's Deep. I'm sorry,
Not
Minas Tirith,
yeah.
which is in the 3rd movie, in Return of the King.
The big epic conclusion,
where
which
we
was awesome.
Where
too.
we get the giant elephants.
Yeah,
Which was really cool. And then we
Damn,
also
I
get
forgot
the army
about
of
that
we get the
right now.
army of ghosts who fucking literally like crawl over the giant elephants.
Oh fuck, dude! I don't even remember that.
You don't remember that?
No.
It was actually pretty cool because like
Damn.
Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas, they went to I forgot where, but Rohan was coming to Gondor's aid, where Rohan is the guys with the horses.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Gondor is the one with the giant city.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Just wanted to get beautiful.
That makes sense. Okay.
They knew
coming
that
together.
they knew the orcs were gonna invade Gondor, and then they're like, okay, fucking ask Rohan for help. So Rohan's coming to help him, and then they camp out in this like fucking. Fuck, man, I really can't speak. English is so hard.
They say it's the hardest language to learn.
Dude,
Supposedly, other than maybe Japanese.
Japanese. Oh, we're not gonna start
Yeah, I
this.
know.
That's
But I'm just saying, other than that one.
No, fucking Americans are just stupid. To be honest, it's so easy. It's one of the easiest languages in the world. But they in like a mountain area, and then they go into this like ravine, and they find out that there's this king, mountain folks who lived there,
Oh,
and then
okay.
lived past tense. They were supposed to come to like Rohan's aid at one point in the past, but they didn't. So the king cursed their entire people.
Dang.
To the point where like when they all die, they don't leave. Their spirits stay trapped in like the castle, like the caverns where they lived. So then like there's the king of them who like Aragorn goes and he sees. That's when he brings out the sword and he blocks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he blocks that blade. That was like the king of like the ghosts. And then like they finally it's like, oh, bow down to
Forgot about
Aragorn.
all this ghost shit till right now.
It was dope. But when
Damn.
they came into because their Mordor was gathering his armies.
Okay.
So they also have like evil human mercenaries, evil pirates.
Okay.
They like so it wasn't all orcs. So it was humans, like bad humans versus just the good people too. And then like they came with this fleet of boats, and like it kind of makes no sense because only 3 people come off the boat. Aragorn, Legolas, but it's closed. I swear it's empty. I'll pick it up right now. They came out with a fleet of ships, and only 3 people jump out. They're like, "What the fuck?" And then they start chasing. Like they're like, "Oh," and then they're like, "I'll kill these guys." And just an army of ghosts come behind them because they're like gliding over the water. And then they just glide over the water, and they're like, "Oh shit!" And they just start killing everybody.
I'm definitely gonna YouTube that scene.
It's
I'm
actually a
YouTubing
really
this
dope
shit
scene.
for sure. Because it's gonna take me a minute before I get to that point in the movies.
Well, I
but
think
I'm
it was-
rewatching the trilogy
Yeah.
for this series though, because I want to go back, man. I want to get a full appreciation and kind of refresh my brain because I haven't watched Lord of the Rings in like a decade, maybe longer.
Yeah. When it came to the Hobbit, the Hobbit expanded the lore a bit because
Okay.
it talked about the mines of Moria, which
Okay,
has
I
been
do remember that
been
name
mentioned. It's been mentioned. The mines of Moria. Gimli talks about it in the original.
I remember
trilogy.
it being mentioned for sure.
And it's cool to see that. We get to see nobody really likes Smog so much.
Oh, yeah.
The dragon.
Smog.
He was okay. He didn't have to talk.
Voiced by Doctor Strange.
Is it really?
Yeah, same actor.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
But okay. Anyway, back on topic for the series because I could just go on a tangent for the.
Well,
Lord
yeah,
of the
I wanted
Rings
to get
lore.
into some of the Lord of the Rings too, though, because we don't have a lot to go on in the trailer. So I'm actually glad you did that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It actually like kind of kills my interest and gets my wheels turning again. Like, oh wait, oh yeah, all right.
Yeah. The only thing I do know for sure in the trailer, I did see a quick little skip it. That was like a couple seconds. Sorry, I don't know if it's too far.
Oh no, you're good.
It was basically a wall of humans getting like with their swords out, they're fighting something. I
Okay,
guess.
saw that.
Yeah, that's the fight before. That's the fight for the One Ring.
Oh,
That's
the
the fight.
one we saw in the beginning of Fellowship.
Yes,
Oh, sick.
that would be like that fight,
Okay, that's cool.
which is supposedly a massive fight.
I always wanted to see
Dwarves,
that.
elves, humans all fight together.
Yeah,
which is
dude.
Awesome.
Dude, Zack Snyder was totally going for that vibe on
Yeah.
the Snyder cut of Justice League. Just a quick aside, but he was totally going for that. So that's cool, man.
Yeah, so we're definitely gonna see that.
That's cool.
Because it's a prequel to the
Yes,
Fellowship.
I'm aware of that for sure.
So yeah, and
That's cool.
I just hope they don't fucking show Smeagol before.
Oh, man.
Yeah, because like Smeagol, well, the fight happens, the ring gets.
I feel like they will, though.
I really hope they don't because they already showed enough.
It's
of
such a
Smeagol.
perfect version with Andy Serkis. It's like it's hard to top that. I just feel like they're gonna tease it, show him get in the ring, something. Even if you don't see him, you're gonna like kind of see his like visage or
we
something.
see him. He finds the ring in like we actually see.
We saw
how
the
he finds
scene
it.
in,
in the original 3.
Yeah,
Like him and his friends, they're just fishing,
or whatever.
and then he falls in, and then he sees the
I
boat.
feel like they might do it again.
By
I
the
feel
way,
like they might.
I didn't like that scene because like the second he finds the ring, like
He turns
Yeah,
on
he
him?
turns and he kills
I'm
like his friend.
Damn, bro.
And I was like, really, dude? You guys
It's
could give him
heroin for
like
you,
a
huh?
day, you know,
Yeah.
holding the rings.
Or show him like montaging through months.
Something.
Like, oh, we're gonna go back home, and it takes us a minute to get back
yeah.
home. And
they were
then-
just like, no, fucking, you're dead now.
yeah.
And then he kills him, and then he gets that whole split personality later
That's
on.
I thought the same exact thing
it
when
was just like,
the last
it's
time I watched
man,
it.
just give the guy a little bit of like freedom, you know? Like he was just fishing, and now he's dead for no reason, just because he
I'm
found
like,
the
damn,
ring.
bro, got you that fast?
It was that quick, but that's supposed to show on how tempting the Ring of Power really is.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't give anybody power.
And Frodo's just that strong.
I really wonder what would happen if Isengard got. Is it Isengard? I don't know. If they got the ring, like what would happen?
I don't know.
Because to be honest, the ring literally does nothing.
I kind of feel the same way.
Yeah,
That's
I
kind
know,
of
we were
why
just talking about
the
it.
wind gets taken from the sails of the Lord of the Rings for me.
Let us know.
Great
I'm gonna
characters
check out the
and
comments.
stuff that goes on. The lore's cool. Cool fights. Great
Cool fights,
acting.
great fights,
Good
yeah.
casting. But I'm like, the whole point of it's
Oh.
always been my issue.
Did you know who played Aragon again? Do you know
Viggo
his-
Mortensen.
You know he broke his I think a toe in the movie or
No, I
a couple
didn't hear
toes
that.
in the movie.
Damn.
So there's I think it was in the Fellowship. So no, it was the beginning of Two Towers. You know, on the end
Okay.
on the end of Fellowship, it was so there's Sam, Frodo. You don't know the other two hobbits' names by chance, do you?
No.
They're- Fuck.
I know. I like them too. I never remember.
I completely forgot about their names.
What
But
the
those are the two
fuck?
that gets captured. Because Sam
Okay.
and Frodo, they run off
Yep.
on the end of the first movie.
Which
and
sets
then,
up
yeah,
two.
the other two gets captured by the Uruk-hai, which is weird. I know Uruk-hai, but I don't know
I could not
these two
remember them
fuckers.
fucking Pippin?
Pippin and Merry.
There
Thank you.
go. Yeah, I was like, I know these guys.
Yeah. So they
They're
get
my
captured.
favorites.
When they get captured, they get saved by the Rohirrims. So like the
yeah.
Rohan people, they come in and they start slaughtering the Uruk-hai.
I
And
do
then-
roughly remember that.
While that's all going on, Aragorn, Gimli, and Legolas, they're tracking them, trying to save them.
Yep.
So they're running.
That's why it was
behind,
like Two Towers,
So
man.
yeah, so we saw like the scene wherever they're running, but by the time they get to where the battle was, they weren't there. And then
Yep.
they just like, oh, he thought they died, and he kicks a helmet. Aragorn kicks a helmet, and he goes ah, and he screams. That's a real scream because when he kicked that metal helmet, he broke a toe.
Oh, he didn't realize it was a real helmet?
No, I think he realized, but I think he kicked it harder than he was supposed to.
Oh, he got too into it.
Yeah, and then he was like, fuck, kicks it, and then he screams, which is oddly perfect timing because he broke his toe.
Yeah, it's like it's good timing for
but
the scene.
It
Yeah.
also made perfect sense for the scene.
Yep.
But yeah, that's when he got injured. He broke his like a toe.
That's why they
he
used
didn't break
that
his
take,
foot,
yeah.
but yeah, he fucked it up.
That's cool,
Because he
man.
kicked the
I
helmet.
love that kind of stuff in movies. That's why I've always been interested in behind the scenes. That's why that's where all my fandom like kind of
Yeah.
stems from right there. Just kind of seeing how the movie magic comes together, man. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying, man. See, that's why I brought you on to talk about this thing because I don't know shit. So
Like,
wouldn't
this
have been
shit,
that
I loved
nuanced of a conversation until I watched the movies again, and then I kind of did a little research. But
Well, to be fair, like
it's gonna be a fun. It's gonna be a fun watch
it's gonna be a fun watch.
this time too, because like I said, I might skip through some of the boring parts, but
There's gonna be a lot of boring
overall, I'm
parts.
gonna watch the trilogy again because it's like I just want to go back and just see some like a piece of modern movie history in a way. You know what I'm
It
saying?
really
it's a
was.
really big movie for our generation. It really
huge.
is. Yeah.
Like Lord of the Rings built such a huge. It literally brought like fantasy out.
Back in the
Like-
it didn't last too long because they couldn't get it right after those three, but
Whoa,
you know,
it
like
wasn't
a lot
Lord
of the other
Rings'
movies
fault.
outside of that, it
Yeah.
was just
Yeah, but that wasn't their fault.
yeah,
they
no.
brought it out.
They started
Everybody
the
just
trend,
fucked
but
it
they
up.
just couldn't capitalize
Exactly,
on it,
yeah.
which is kind of a bummer because I like medieval fantasy stuff.
I love that shit.
when it's done in a cool way.
Correctly,
like,
yes.
I don't like love it as much as maybe like superheroes or martial art films or comedies,
I do,
but I know you're big on that.
Yeah, I love
I've
that
always
shit.
but when they do it well, it's fucking cool.
Yeah,
I love
it's awesome.
dragons, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Always did as a kid. Dragonology. You millennials know what's up with that. Dragonology book, literally.
Oh, it's a book about dragons.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I have that shit.
I
It's
never knew
still-
the name.
It's in this house right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got it in 5th or 4th grade.
Holy shit. That's
Something
sick.
like that. Yeah, man. But Dragonology, baby. Rings of Power. Let us know your excitement level for this thing. Do you love Lord of the Rings? Do you hate Lord of the Rings? Are you somewhere in the middle, kind of like me, where you appreciate and enjoy them to a certain level but don't love them? You let us know, man. Or are you like my man Drew and can give me a lesson on everything Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, if
But
you
like
guys
I
know
said,
more
guys,
snippets, let us know. I'm
yeah,
kind of curious
and it's
on what
coming
else
out
is
in
on
the
there.
fall, so it's a little ways away, but time moves fast. So stay tuned, y'all. In the last quarter of the year, we're definitely gonna have a lot of good coverage on that. Might even do a little Lord of the Rings little review, just talking about the trilogy. You know, maybe dedicate like a whole long episode to that. That'd be kind of
Talk
fun,
about
man.
all three of them.
Yeah, maybe bring on a couple other homies, man. Someone else that fucks with it. I think that'd be kind of fun to kind of do that. Maybe do that right before we get into the whole review of season
That'd
one.
be perfect,
I
especially
think that'd be
since it's a
kinda tight.
prequel to the movies.
Exactly.
So we could get a recap of the movies itself, and then we
Exactly.
go into the prequel.
And then we have months to do it, so I feel like it's like kind of we could actually plan it out. So
Yeah, we
yeah,
got
stay
months.
tuned. If we can make it work, we should have 2 nice long reviews talking about everything Lord of the Rings.
Damn straight.
And we'll probably talk about Hobbit a little bit too.
I'll talk about
I'll
it.
try to watch those too.
Well, I like The Hobbit because it brought up
It's
more.
funner to watch.
Well, like I like the dwarves, and we don't really see much
No,
of the dwarves.
and I like them too.
Yeah, and then like we see them prominently because we see elves, humans, and we see Gimli.
Yeah.
In the original 3, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, well, we see a little bit
and
more
like Pippin
dwarves.
and Mary, man, those
but-
are just fun characters. So.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I don't really count the fucking hobbits. They
I
kind
know.
of suck.
But it's cool to
I like
see-
them because they actually smoke.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
Peace pipes, baby.
yeah, they smoke that shit.
But you know, I always love that stuff, man. But it's gonna be an exciting,
Yeah.
cool, interesting series. Hopefully, I've got a lot of faith in it, man. I think they're gonna do a good job. They put a lot of money into this thing, so we'll see how it turns out, man.
Big
But
franchise, they got a lot of money to play
yeah,
with.
definitely, Lord of the Rings ain't going anywhere,
Yeah.
even if this doesn't do right. It's too damn popular.
Yeah.
Hollywood wants that IP money. But moving along here into the 2 main reviews of the show, you know, we got to get some anime flavor up in here, full on with my boy Drew here, man. And the first one up on the deck, up to bat, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1. Quite a fun watch, man. I will say this, and I'm going to start it off with the most controversial thing I'm going to say about this anime. We're going to start hot and heavy, man. Coming in hot. I don't love this anime, and I don't understand necessarily why it's so popular in the sense of people saying it's top tier anime. I completely disagree with that.
I
To
know
me,
why.
it's like the highest of mid tier.
It's mid tier. Period.
Yeah, like to me, it's like really high up there. Like it's not a bad anime in any way. I just don't think there's enough character development or any cool villain to really like get your juice going. There's not enough on the meat. It's like you know how you have like a chicken leg and it's okay.
Yeah.
But then you go to like fucking medieval times and they give you that big ass turkey leg.
Yeah.
I like the turkey legs. You know.
Oh, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? One Piece is a turkey leg.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fucking the next anime we're about to talk about. That's a fucking turkey right there.
That's
you know
the
what
whole
I'm saying?
turkey.
Yeah, like
Not just the
that's
leg.
the kind of shit I be talking about.
Yeah.
My hero, dude, that's a nice fat piece of fucking cheese-filled crust from Domino's. Like that's got some layers to it.
Pizza now.
You know, I'd have to throw it for your loop.
Yeah,
But
for
you know,
sure.
Jujutsu Kaisen is just it's good, man. But I just don't get the hype, to be honest with you.
People like the thing about Jujutsu Kaisen is because like it looks good. And
No, it's
people-
amazing
but
animation.
To be honest, that's the biggest reason why
And
people love
designs,
it.
yeah.
It's because people love and all the chicks are literally like jizzing all over Gojo. Even though he looks okay. The whole
I know. I'm like, you don't even really see
things
his
over
face.
the eyes is kind of stupid.
It's like COVID shit backwards, bro. Like, what are you talking
no,
about?
he's literally Kakashi backwards.
Yeah, he's Kakashi, but goofier.
It makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
He even has the white hair.
Yep. Like, you
Like,
know they're doing that on purpose.
they did it
which
exactly
I
on
do enjoy
purpose.
with Gojo, for sure. I do enjoy that little spoofy element to him.
To be honest, the hair is not a thing. Like, I don't care if he had like purple hair. Like, actually, I would have enjoyed that a little bit more. I like purple.
He looked different.
He would look
more
different.
unique.
But like, it's the whole thing over the eyes. Like his
It's so
eyes
stupid.
don't really do anything. You know what I mean? He just has very colorful eyes. They're, it's a spoiler, so I'm not going to talk about what's up with it. But like, his eyes
Okay,
really,
they get more into it later
they,
in
they
the manga.
They explain why his eyes are like that.
Okay, because I was thinking every time I saw it, like, is there a reason why he looks like that other than aesthetics? But
It's mostly for aesthetics because we learn why his eyes are like that, but it's still him learning how to use his powers. So it's not like he got the Sharingan.
so he's not at full capacity then.
Technically, right now, no.
Oh,
Later on, we do see him get more OP
interesting.
as fuck. Like,
Definitely looking forward to
yeah,
that.
he's-
His fights are fucking dope, though.
his fights are dope,
Yeah.
especially since he does like, oh, it's infinite.
Yeah.
You can't touch infinite. I like that idea because it goes by the whole science thing about what molecules are about. The
yeah, that's a true
the
point.
idea about molecules is that we're never touching anything. We really are not. It's
Yeah.
the molecules in our fingers and our asses sitting on these chairs
Yeah,
or whatever
dude.
that are
Good
bouncing
fucking
off of the
point.
stuff. And
Yeah.
our brain thinks, oh, this is what this is supposed to feel like. And that's why we feel it.
That's
quote
fucking
unquote.
crazy. Dude, I love this fucking science lesson I'm getting refreshed on.
Yeah.
That's so fucking true.
So
man.
they use that idea as Gojo's ability, infinite.
That's cool,
So
man.
like that's why when he fought the magma, the volcano dude, he was like, I can't touch him. What? That's the whole molecule idea thing. But
I
they
like
called
this
it
shit.
infinite, which is the
I
power,
like it.
which is a cool ability. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I like the abilities too. Like they're. I don't think it's like nothing we haven't seen before per se. I think Gojo maybe has the most unique one,
Yeah, infinite's very unique.
other than Itadori eating limbs and shit. Kind of weird for me,
Fucking
maybe
cannibal.
just because I'm an anime noob.
Yeah.
but
Then we got Megumi who does Shinigamis, who just bring up like literally like dog shadows
yeah,
and stuff.
Shinigamis for sure.
Which is like, all right.
Which
you
is
know.
cool. I always love dogs and
Yeah,
stuff.
it's sick.
I'm a big
you know,
dog
he
guy.
has his giant Nue, it's a giant lightning
Yeah.
bird,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool. Not gonna lie. And then we get the I forget her name, but the chick with the hammer and nail,
I know, I forgot her name.
which is
too.
also unique.
I
But
like
it's-
her too.
It kind of like limits her because like she's pretty useless without it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which
I
is
like that
fuck.
character though. I just can't remember her fucking name,
I-
dude.
yeah, she's not
I'm gonna
that
throw her up and put the fucking name there, but I completely forgot.
Yeah,
Oh man, I hate when I do that.
Yeah, don't
but
worry.
yeah, and I like the characters. I don't think there's anything deep going on, but they're all likable and
They're-
entertaining for the most part. The one guy that does annoy me a little bit though is the guy that's like, "Your taste in women's boring."
Oh, you don't like
Topo?
Topo? Oh, it's not
He's
Topo.
okay.
Is
I
it?
just feel like his shtick
Fuck.
gets a little annoying after a while.
He's a badass. When he
I
came
love
in,
his fighting, but he gets a little shticky for me.
the whole well, they explain why he's like that actually.
Okay.
He learned it from his master. A little bit of a spoiler, but he learns like that.
He's got a Roshi type master.
well, like
huh?
in every anime.
There's that Roshi.
No.
I
It's
said.
it's not a Roshi
Okay.
anime. Like his master's not like
Okay.
that. But it's just like it's like his
pervy
master's
sage.
catchphrase. It's like, what kind of women are you into? It's like, oh, so am I. We're friends. That's kind of like
Yeah, I
what
know, because
his
he's like
master
all like
does.
Itadori's dick and shit, which I did enjoy that part, where he's like, I like this guy. 'Cause
Yeah.
he's like, oh, I like a tall
And
girl
he
with a
calls him
nice
brother
ass or
after it.
whatever.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Like, I like that was cool because he got camaraderie with somebody. It was kind of like character development in a small, subtle way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
but
I like that. But I just thought before
him as
that
a-
in the middle, it was getting a little old.
Him as a character, okay, it might get a little old. That's just like the gimmick. That's his
Yeah.
gimmick, you know?
I understand.
But him as a character is way different. Him teaching Itadori how to fight, how to use his cursed energy properly.
Yeah, see, that was where I was like,
Like-
okay.
It's like, I see potential in him. I'm not going to like, he's wasting it. Like, this is bullshit.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
stops the fight, starts teaching him.
And I feel the same way about him as a character. I'm like, okay, I don't dislike this character because I think there's room for me to like him more, and I think they're gonna vary up his portrayal.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be as goofy all the damn time. I think there's gonna be more serious more character-driven moments at times, and I think he's going to get into some really dope fights too.
He's gonna get into some
for
dope fights.
sure.
Yeah.
And I like the bully element at first too, with him and what's his face.
Oh, Megumi?
Megumi, yeah. I like that bully element to me.
Well, it's
like,
because he sees a potential in Megumin.
Yeah.
Megumi, whatever. And
it's like a twisted bully kind of thing.
And he wanted to bring it out.
Yeah.
But like he was like, oh, you're not strong enough. But then he meets Itadori, and he kind of did the same thing. But then he realized,
oh shit,
right,
no, he's strong.
Yeah, he's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Right? And then he was like, oh, he's fucking wasting it. But like with Megumi, he knows that like he has the potential.
I'm better
he's
than you, but I think
it.
you could be on my level, maybe.
Yeah. It's like he's honestly really dope. He's such a dope character.
Yeah, like I like him. I'm not like, oh, fuck this guy. But it's just he's more on the fence for me right now. But I'm reserving judgment because I know there's more coming.
The only one I hate is what's her name? She uses the guns. It's not Mai. Mai is her sister.
Yeah, not
who
her.
has the glasses.
Yeah.
She's badass.
Yeah, I like Mai. Mai is fucking
her
cool.
sister with the gun,
Really
she's
like
just a bitch.
Yeah.
Like she's a total bitch. She literally, honestly, she kind of sucks.
Yeah, the real.
She shoots real bullets, and then like her special ability is to shoot one fake bullet.
It's so stupid.
Well, it's not a fake bullet, but it's a bullet that she could conjure into herself.
So dumb.
And then they're like, "Oh my god, it's so hard to conjure just one bullet." Then just don't fucking conjure the bullet. Use something else.
That was the dumbest written thing in the show. I was like, this is stupid.
That was literally like her only chance of winning a fight with her sister is that one fake with the one bullet that she could conjure.
That's like...
So she had to count the shots, and there's like, oh, she fired 6 shots because it's a revolver. She's like, she doesn't know I have one more. It's like, oh yeah, she deflects 6 out of your, like 6 shots, 6 for 6. She like slices them all in half. Yeah, the one, it's gonna get her. No, of course it's not going to do anything.
It's literally early Sakura level lameness.
Yeah, she was horrible.
Don't like that character. Yeah, you're right. That's the one character I don't like at all.
She, like her first introduction, she was yelling at Megumi.
Yeah.
And the other chick, and like why?
Like, who the fuck are you, bitch?
Like, yeah, literally, who the fuck were you?
The other guy, I kind of like him a little bit. I'm like, okay, I kind of like you, but you're a dick, though.
Yeah.
But I kind of like you. Her, I'm like, shut up, bitch. You know?
Like, it was because the other guy, he got. Okay, we gotta figure out these names, man. Let me figure this out.
Yeah, pull it up, bro, because I don't have no way to do it right now. But I'm like, I just can't remember so many names in animes, man. Until I really watched it and like love it and live it, I don't know the names, man. My Hero took me like the first 2 seasons to really learn everyone's names.
Oh, but that's not fair. The whole My Hero thing, there's a giant. Yeah, it's a whole class.
It's a lot.
It's legit 20-something.
But
characters.
Naruto, it took me to like the Chunin exams or almost Sasuke recovery. Like it takes me a while, but I get the names. One Piece, man. I was like, I knew the Straw Hats, but it took me a minute to get a lot of the other characters, and there's some I forget. But One Piece is very big too.
Yeah, but that's like when you go for like very long running animes, it's hard.
It's hard to remember everything.
So there's Gojo, Yuji.
Shit, even Vinland Saga, I forgot a couple names.
The chick with the hammer is called Nobara.
Yeah, there you go.
And then
Mai's my girl. Itadori, he's cool.
Really? You really don't show all of it, you son of a bitch.
Stupid Google.
Wikipedia.
Stupid Google.
Always got to go for Wiki. Even though Wiki is horrible because I could go in there and change the entries of a Wikipedia page.
That's why I never take anything too much to heart. I just do it for more episode, like what's what arc and stuff like that.
Maki. Oh no, that's not her.
So many fucking anime characters named Maki. What is with that?
Well, it's
like John Smith or some shit in America for them.
It's like Yoruichi. Yoruichi's a name.
Yeah, Yoruichi's used a lot. And that throws me off because I always think Bleach.
Fuck, dude, is it really this hard? Oh, yeah, his name is Toto.
Oh.
Toto is the guy who loves like my brother.
Like the most simplest name that goes all the way back to Wizard of Oz, and I still
so easy, huh?
That.
And then what was that one? The other bitch we were talking about was Maki. No. Oh wait, she should be in the same. I really don't know how to do this. I don't get it.
Damn mobile versions.
It's like it's such a weird. Anyway, we got Toto, and it's Maki. Now I'm just getting into manga characters. This is just ridiculous, man. I can't look up for shit.
Cause I was looking up characters too, and I saw all these like manga characters. I'm like, damn, there's a lot of characters you ain't met yet.
Yeah,
which is cool.
No,
I like that.
There's going to be a lot of different characters, a lot of different abilities,
a lot of potential.
It's like a JoJo's kind of vibe.
Yeah,
because they all have like their quote unquote different stands.
I couldn't get into JoJo.
Don't worry, neither can I. Okay. It's JoJo's is apparently really good, but it's just so fucking hard to watch.
It's an acquired taste.
It's a total acquired taste.
You know, not taking anything away from it. I just don't think it's for everybody.
By the way, I can't figure out what the other chick's name is.
Whatever.
Let us know in the comments. Yeah. At least we know who Toto is.
Tell us in the comments, man.
For fuck, what was the thing you were just saying that you didn't like so much?
It was really just that, and like I said, I think some of the humor is funny, but sometimes
Really,
not really.
I loved Itadori is cool.
Yeah.
Whenever he said
He's
the
the
whole,
funniest, I would say, for sure.
yeah, when he would say like, "Oh man, I thought I could shoot a Rasengan or a
Yeah,
Kamehameha,"
that
and I was like,
cracked me up.
"Yes,
Like,
that was
"Aw,
awesome."
man, I don't want to do it.
There's a character, off topic, real quick, a little tangent. Have you ever seen this anime called "The Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime"?
No.
Should watch it. It's very enjoyable.
Never heard of that one.
But there's later on a little bit of a spoiler. They introduced this character who, okay, so it's an isekai. So the guy who gets reincarnated into a slime, he's from Japan. He dies, obviously, and then he gets reincarnated as a slime. That's not a spoiler. That's literally the name of the title. So
Slimer.
And then since he gets reincarnated, he obviously has like OP abilities. He eventually gets OP abilities and shit. But then he has this ability to print anything he has in his mind, basically on
He's a
paper
3D
if he needs to.
as a person.
Yeah, because he's a slime.
He's
So-
he's a 3D printer in a slime form.
Basically, so like there's a
Wow.
stack of papers right here. He'll like eat the stack of paper and he'll spit out manga, because like he read all the manga that he's like spitting out. So
They're
it's
going
embedded
full-on
into his mind.
Scream Deadpool meta, huh?
But like they introduced this one character who's like one of his friends, and then he was like, "Oh, you need to calm down. You know what? Fuck it, read this." And he gives him manga, and he starts reading manga, and all he does is read manga chapters. So he's constantly reading, and then like if he goes into a fight, and then he starts doing Street Fighter moves, which is fucking he does Hadouken, Roryuken, and he does the moves, and it's so fucking stupid. And he reminds me of, oh dude, it scared the shit out of me.
What?
I just
My
saw
posters?
Aang staring at me. I was like, oh. But and like he's us, like because like obviously if we were in that world, when he gets like resurrected, because he was sealed, and then he gets resurrected, he goes Super Saiyan. He legit, he goes Super Saiyan. He has the blue aura around him and
sounds pretty
everything.
fun.
And he did it just because he was reading the manga, because he loves anime. And
Damn,
he's like,
bro,
oh, it's so dope. And
That's totally Deadpool in the anime world for sure.
yeah, I just love that.
Yeah.
So when I saw it in Jujutsu Kaisen, when he was like, "Oh, I wish,"
Yeah,
I
that
could've
was
done
that was
Rasengan
one of the
and
best
shit."
gags for sure.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
It was cool, but it reminded me of him.
Yeah.
But he actually did the moves.
He actually could do them.
Yeah, he does the Kamehameha.
That's
He legit
funny.
Kamehameha, and he shoots it. And he was like,
That's
"Are you
cool.
serious?" Like that was awesome.
That's
I love that
pretty
guy.
funny.
He was he's so funny.
Yeah, man. And
Sorry.
one other positive, like we mentioned, we touched on it a little bit earlier, the animation. God damn.
It's the animation. That's why it's so popular.
Top 5 all time, at least.
For now, yes.
Yeah, like right now, who knows how many animes are going to come in the future. But out of what I've heard of and seen, way up there.
The animation's gorgeous.
God damn.
They did everything really right with the
Choreography
animation.
for the fights is so fresh, too.
Spot on. Yeah.
Like, you get a little bit of the Dragon Ball flavor, like all anime mostly does.
yeah,
You're
but
gonna
you
get
actually
a little
see
bit,
the martial arts.
but you
in a lot of
really
the fights.
see it. That's what I like. You
Yeah.
get more of that John Wick flair to it.
It's Maki and Mai.
Yeah, there you go. Maki. See, but there's so many
Maki's
animes with
the
those
one with
same
the
names.
yeah, but Maki's the one with the glasses. Mai is the stupid bitch.
Yeah, so I like Maki. There
Yes.
you go.
Can't
Don't
believe
like
it's
Maki and Fire Force, but I like this Maki.
I honestly haven't seen Fire Force
I
like
digress. I like that a lot, man.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
I'll check it out.
Season 3, come
I'll
on.
check
Where
it
is
out.
it? Jeez.
that. But like in Jujutsu Kaisen, to answer your earlier questions of why it was so popular, it's because it's so beautiful.
I guess
That's literally it. Like, the reason why Demon Slayer got the hype it got
characters just look so fucking iconic.
when Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
No, that's not the reason.
To me, like I'm just saying, like they just stick out, man. Like they really,
Yeah,
they're so well designed.
Yeah, the characters are very unique,
You know?
even in an anime setting. Like we have the flashy guy who have fucking diamonds on his head.
Yeah, man.
That gets
and the
cut.
fucking pig head guy.
Yeah, and we get
always forget his
Inosuke's
name.
Inosuke.
Inosuke.
That
Thank you.
like I just finished the manga again
Gotta catch up on that
about
season
like
2 right
2 weeks,
now.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
So
we're gonna
I
be discussing that soon, bro.
Sure.
I'm getting on it this month coming up. We gotta
But
get on that.
The reason why Demon Slayer got hyped so much is because Ninja, the YouTuber,
Oh, okay.
or
I've heard of him.
I'm sorry, streamer. He's a streamer.
Yeah, I've heard of him.
He came out and said on a tweet that Demon Slayer is his favorite anime of all time. And that's coming from a douchebag who, he might be a very nice person, I actually don't know. It's coming from a guy, coming from a guy who literally gets paid to say, I like Disneyland, and they pay him like thousands of dollars just to say that. That's how much his word means. So when he came out and said Demon Slayer is his favorite anime of all time,
He's got millions of followers, so
people
that's
were
tons
flooding
of people.
into Demon Slayer, and
I
it just
see.
jumped. That's why nobody really knew about like Vinland Saga, which we will talk about.
Oh yeah, that's the main topic, baby. We're gonna get into that.
But
Don't you worry.
that's why not a lot of people knew about it, or like
Came out of nowhere,
because
man.
because he came out and said it out of nowhere one day. It was just tweet, and then just blew up. Everybody was like, "Demon Slayer is so amazing." It's like, to be honest, Demon Slayer is really not
good.
that good. It's good. It's,
Yeah,
I'm not saying it sucks.
Season 1, because I haven't finished season 2 yet, and I did see the movie. Good stuff. Like,
it's good.
Not bad at all.
It's
Love the gore.
It's very beautiful. I cannot dismiss the animation.
Some of the dopest animation all time.
Yes.
Some of the best character designs all time. I'll say
Agreed.
that for sure.
Yeah.
And I love how they don't shy away from the gore too much.
Yes.
I definitely dig that. But to me, everything else is just standard.
It's just standard shit.
Shit.
Tanjiro's a standard main character who's heartwarming and loves everybody. And it's just like, dude, who fucking gives a shit? You're in a demon world. Start slicing heads.
Love the sister, though.
Sister's cool, but she's just there for the chibi aspect.
Yes.
That's why there's so many times she has that like black eyes and the blank, Like, go fuck yourself. It's so...
the fan servicey element.
She only does a few things. In season 2, you'll see her do some things.
Okay, that's good to know.
Even in season 1, we see her fight the demons.
A little bit, yeah, which I liked. I liked that she did
triplets.
something.
Yeah, she did a little bit, but then again, so did Sakura.
I thought she was going to get carried literally the whole time, though.
Oh, thank God.
So I was like, okay, for me, it's better than even Sasuke. For Sakura, though, just a quick tangent, I just always felt like she had a point of being there, though. Like, he's like, oh, shit, my sister's infected, but she's not doing normal shit. Like The Last of Us. It's kind of like that. Oh, shit, she's a different case here. We got to figure out what's going on here. To me, that just made it very interesting.
Yeah, but
From Jump Street Sakura, there's nothing going on.
True, but like even then, like at least Sakura, like when
she plays roles in the field.
Yeah.
In certain situations, kind of like a Hermione type thing, where she does show her wit and her capabilities at times. Chunin exam, she had at least a cool moment against somebody that was kind of on the same vibe, where it wasn't doing much anything with Ino, you know?
Yeah, it was with Ino.
So I like that they both kind of had a moment and something going on, but just give me more of that. And I just felt like, I forget her name, my bad, but the girl in Demon Slayer, I felt like they at least gave me something interesting. There you go. They give me something interesting to be curious about or put her in the action. So at least one way or the other, I was invested in it and felt for Tanjiro wanting to get his sister back to normal, because you just wouldn't want it like a zombie thing. That's what I look at it as.
Okay. The funny thing is because like when I saw that, what happened with Nezuko and Muzan, because he was the one who transformed her. I was watching when I was watching One Piece, the Dressrosa arc. And then we get introduced with the Sugar.
One of the longest arcs ever.
Yes, actually, it's still.
Literally.
It's not anymore. Wano's beaten it, I think.
Yeah.
But anyway, Sugar's ability is that anything she touches transforms into a toy, and then she has to make a contract with said toy, so the toy will follow.
So strange.
What happened with the toy soldier? She didn't get a chance to do a contract.
Yup.
But then I see the shit that happened in Demon Slayer with Nezuko and Muzan. I was like, oh, he just didn't give her a contract. That's why she's, because like all the other demons, they are. That's not the case though.
Oh,
that's what I was thinking.
Oh,
because I was watching it from One Piece, and then I was like, "Oh, this is fucking a cop out from One Piece."
Oh,
but obviously, it's not, because it has to do with his cells. His cells are literally alive in the demons' bodies. Because you know that Tamari chick, her name is not in Naruto.
Oh,
Tamari means ball. In
oh yes. Yeah,
that was one of the coolest forearms, fights. And then she like gets her head squished.
Yeah, man, carnage candy.
So like when I first saw that, I was like, okay, it must be like a cursed ceiling jutsu, like in Naruto. Like what Sai had. Sai had that thing on his tongue. Yep. So if he spoke about Danzo, he dies.
Yep.
I thought it was something like that. Oh, so that means they curse the demons. It's like, oh, but that's not the case. It's his cells that are legit reacting to what the host body is saying. Which is like, okay, that's badass.
That's fucking dope.
It's dope. That's a whole different premise.
And how the hell do you beat that?
Exactly.
I'm like, oh, wow.
By the way, I loved in this. Oh, fuck, you haven't seen it. Never mind, it's a spoiler.
What?
It's for season 2.
Oh, don't spoil it right now, but I'm going to be on that literally this week. Because I just finished Vinland. I wanted to make sure we had Vinland done first. But yeah, I'm about to literally watch it tomorrow. Yeah. Like, literally.
There's a scene in it where his cells remember something.
Oh shit!
And
nice.
I honestly getting chills.
Just thinking cool. So they're keeping this. I like how they keep that plot points going.
Yeah.
While they're doing new shit too. Yeah. That's what I love in just series. I love when they can keep the ball rolling, but still keep me interested with fresh new stuff don't get too bogged down in the same things we're talking about forever.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, man, like I don't have too many other thoughts to say about
Jujutsu,
man.
Even though we were talking
Solid
about Demon Slayer a lot.
Yeah, no, we were jumping around a little bit, but it all goes towards the conversation.
Yeah.
And like I mentioned up top on this particular review / recap, man, there's not a whole lot going on plot wise.
Not really.
Itadori gets killed for a minute. He's not going to be dead.
He eats a couple fingers.
He eats some fingers, which is weird, and I like it. But we'll see where it goes. I like the thing with him, having his little nine-tailed fox relationship going on with the demon. But I like how the demon's like, fuck you, bro.
Yeah.
I ain't working with you at all. I like that. I like the back and forth.
Actually, dude, there's a part in there where he was like, you know what, let's make a contract. Actually, he was like, let's make a contract with each other. And he was like, no, fuck you.
Yeah, I like that.
And then he was like, dude, you're such an idiot. Now I could control your whole body. And then, like, he kills himself.
Yep.
Which is, I was like,
dude,
idiot.
that was fucking dope. I like the way they killed him, though. That was cool.
It was,
and a little unexpected. Like, they did swerve me a couple times throughout the season. Like I said, I don't know the mangaka that does this one's name.
I don't know his name.
Yeah, I don't know his name. But like I said, I see where you're going. I fuck with what you're doing. I just don't love it yet. That's why I'm saying yet, because I haven't seen film 0. We haven't seen season 2 yet.
I don't think it's out
yet. Yeah. Well, it's not in the States yet, right?
The movie? I don't think it's out yet in general.
I thought it was out in Japan late last year.
Are you serious?
I think in December.
I have to look this up.
Yeah, look it up real quick to make sure before we move on to the next topic. But I'm pretty sure the film dropped in Japan. We just haven't got it stateside yet.
2021. What the fuck?
Yeah, I thought so because I was about to get into the show then, and I was like, okay, either December or January, I'm gonna watch it. I just got to see what's up. And I was like, when does the movie come out? Because I know it's a prequel, so I want to see when it comes out, and I'll kind of know because I could probably finish season 1 before. Then watch the prequel and then get interested to see what they set up.
Yeah.
Which, after what you told me, I'm going to check that out right a fucking way when I can because I want to see where they're going because I'm all in on Jujutsu Kaisen in the sense of I'm going to watch whatever they put out for a while. Like, unless season 2 for me is like
just shit.
Worse for some reason, I'm going to stay along with it for a while because I'm very interested to see where they go. And the hype is real to an extent because of what's came in the manga. Yeah. So I'm interested. I'm all in. Like I said, I'll give it at least 2 more seasons before I'm out of there because there's a lot of potential with this anime overall. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10.
The way you should think about it, I'll give it a rating right now.
Right now.
The way you should think about it is
the season. That's it.
It's not about the main. It's obviously it's about the main characters, but don't think of it. Think of it being about the curses.
Curse driven, not character driven.
No. Oh.
You're saying in the sense of we're not like following this guy like Naruto is about.
I'm saying
Naruto.
like the actual like enjoyment aspect of Jujutsu Kaisen. Obviously, like it's not really
more the world.
It's not the. No, it's definitely the lore when it comes. Well, for me, anyway. Sorry, for me. But what I think it's about the curses. The curses are so interesting. They're so unique. We had a fucking volcano head dude.
Yeah, I like the design and everything too.
It's so unique, and we get the tree person. I forgot
fucking
their
Groot
name
over here.
Basically, yeah. And it's such a unique design, and they're so different in its own aspects, which makes me think, like, what the fuck's going on?
What is this all about?
What is this all about? Like, I don't give a shit about Itadori, Megumi, fucking
me neither.
Bloodhound. I don't give a shit. Like,
I just enjoy them on screen, and I like their interactions, but I'm not like invested in their story.
Yeah, Patchwork. Itadori calls him Patchwork, but he's that one curse. He has the white hair and he has scars all over him. I call him Patchwork too. It's pretty easy.
It's cool. Because name,
but I forgot his actual name. But him as a character, he's fucked up. Like but he actually represents the purest form of like what you want. Anything he wants, he does. Anything he needs, he takes. You know what I mean? There's no question if or buts about it. If it's what he wants, he does it. And for whatever fucking reason, it always goes according to plan. Like, what the fuck is he doing? He's an idiot. But he survives. He almost died by fighting Nanami.
Yeah.
Like, Nanami was fucking his shit up. Itadori showed up. They were getting his ass kicked. And then, like, out of nowhere, he survives.
I thought they were about to take him out and swerve us big time. I was like, holy shit,
I thought he was going to kill him, and they're going to introduce a new villain.
I'm like, what?
No, he survives. That was a part of his plan. He was having fun the whole time.
Orochimaru type shit.
Nah, fuck that guy.
I'm just saying, he gives me that vibe.
I know. I know. He even
I don't love
slithers
Orochimaru
sometimes, too.
Yeah. They're going for that. Just like Kakashi. This definitely has a lot of Naruto influence.
For sure.
Which I don't mind at all, because
No.
I love me some Naruto.
Hell, when Gojo does like the fucking blue, purple,
Straight up fucking
fucking the
Kakashi,
fingers,
bro.
yeah.
Straight up.
Megumi with his dog summoning
His Naruto shit over
hand
here.
signs, and it's
Hand
just
signs and all this
come
shit.
on.
They're totally going for that,
Yeah.
man. But like I said, Jujutsu Kaisen definitely hits a lot more than it misses. Rarely misses at all. But like I said, don't quite get the hype yet, but stay tuned and don't sleep on that, y'all, because we're going to be keeping up with Jujutsu Kaisen, and obviously season 2 ain't until next year, so, you know.
We got time.
Yeah, we got time. But Film Zero, when we get a chance to check that out, we're going to cover that on the channel for
I'm
sure.
I'm gonna try to find it. And
Yeah,
I'll
like,
send you the link
I
if
want
I
to
can
fucking
find
watch
it.
that ASAP.
Yeah. Oh, it
sure.
is coming in theaters in March 17th.
Ooh.
That's what it said on here.
Shit. All right, we'll try to go see it. If we can't, you know.
Well, it's going to be in select theaters. We might not even have one around
I know,
us.
that's what I'm saying. I know, that's how they always do it for
Yeah.
anime. Dragon Ball and One Piece Film Red, fingers crossed, right?
Right.
They're big. I think we'll
Well,
see
like
them.
when One Piece came out, the last movie, what was it?
Oh, I know, I missed it. Strong World.
No, it wasn't Strong World.
No, you're right. It was
I was going to say Film
Stampede?
Z. Yes, Stampede. When
yeah,
Stampede came out.
I wasn't into it yet.
Stampede got a lot of hype for it because Oda actually took initiative into the movie. He
was
designed the
involved in
characters.
it.
Well,
Like
he always
Akira with the last
designs the
ones.
characters.
Yeah.
But he gives like little inputs for like Strong
Yeah.
World, Film Z, you know,
Like
all the-
Toriyama does with
Yeah.
the newer movies.
But with Stampede, he took a leading role.
Oh.
That's why it, like when it came out in theaters, it hit quite a bit of theaters. Not select theaters near you. It's like fucking almost
It was
every
pretty much
theater.
everywhere,
Yeah, almost
yeah.
everywhere. It was. I think it was in Movies 8 at a certain point.
Wow.
Yeah,
Man.
for like a week though. To be fair.
Still.
But still, it was
I wish I was
there.
a fan, though.
Yeah,
At the
and,
time. you know.
But like with Film Red, since it's gonna come out, Oda obviously came out and said he
He's
is
heavily
gonna
involved,
heavily
yeah.
involved, and everybody knows this. So it's gonna get
And
hyped
it's
up. big.
literally the biggest anime outside of Dragon Ball and some of these newbies on the.
It's
on
the one.
block.
It's the most popular anime in
Worldwide,
the world for like
would
I think
say.
like 10 years running.
Yeah.
Like no like
Because
conflict.
Dragon Ball kind of had a hiatus.
Yeah.
One Piece was really leading.
No,
it.
no. Even while Dragon Ball was going out,
Yeah,
One Piece was
they were-
number one.
Yep.
It's crazy. It's still number one.
I think our pop culture liked Dragon Ball more.
Yeah.
But I think worldwide as a collective, One Piece is definitely the juggernaut.
You'd be surprised on how many since the whole shit.
Like
that's
when they do
going
those
on
voting polls and shit.
Yeah.
It's like 500,000 on that shit,
Yep.
millions on voting on it. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. Like so many people in Russia love
Yeah.
love it. So many
Europe
people in
loves
Europe.
that shit.
So many people in like Australia. Like it's crazy.
One of my
on
favorite YouTubers is from like Europe or Australia or something like that.
It's very popular in Africa too, by the way.
Oh,
it's very popular. I've
that's
seen
dope.
because I would look through
Black people love anime, man.
dude, it's crazy. I would look through YouTube to see like the reviews. And then I'm like, oh, this guy's interesting, and I'll click him, and then he's just speaking. I don't know the language that they speak
The
in
different
Africa.
dialects of
Yeah,
it.
but they were speaking the language.
That's crazy.
I don't want to say he was speaking African because obviously that's not a thing.
Yeah, that's not accurate.
Yeah. So because there's no Chinese.
Yeah.
You fucking racist fucks. It's either Mandarin or Cantonese,
Mandarin or Cantonese, yeah.
which are the two predominant ones. But they no history lesson.
yeah.
But,
yeah, dude, that's sick, man.
yeah.
That's
So
sick.
it's gonna be dope when it
Yeah,
comes
so
out.
like I said, man, keep your eyes peeled for that Film Zero. We're going to get on that. Hopefully, we'll get to see it in the big screen. But if we don't, we're going to watch it regardless, and we're going to cover it right here.
Yep.
Because like I said, we fucks with Jujutsu Kaisen around here. Just not our top favorite one, you know what I'm saying?
Not
But
compared to what
we
we're
got a
gonna
lot
talk
of
about
love for
next.
it. Yeah. But what's coming up next right
Not
here
even
was such a
close.
big surprise for me. This guy was trying to get me to watch it for literally the past 2 years.
Dude,
Vinland Saga Season 1, baby.
fuck, chills.
I gotta say, it's fucking great. I gotta
yeah.
say, it's a little bit of a heavier thing than like a One Piece, for example.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not like, oh, this is fun, let's watch it all the time. But I'm watching this thing once a year. This was fucking awesome, dude.
It's so.
I was
good.
skeptical going in. The first 2 episodes, it took me a minute. But right when you get to Thor's and he's with his son on that boat, I'm in. From then on,
Yeah.
I'm in.
It's crazy. Like
Man.
the thing I love about we're talking about it officially now.
Yeah, like we're getting all
Awesome.
into it. Let's get
'Cause
into
I
it.
got shit to say.
Yeah, man.
When it,
like I said, you lead the charge on this one.
when
bro.
it came out with like, okay, so when they first introduced Askeladd, what did you think about him? Well, I'll give me a second. Well, I'll give you a second.
Yeah, freaking
It's better on the rewatch, just to let you know. But what do you?
Right.
I'm gonna tell you some things that.
man, I thought he was just like a fucking
snake, like an
evil
asshole.
son of a
Yeah.
bitch, bro. And it's like, and even then, man, it's like, I still was thinking that for like a little bit, but then you start to see the shades of him as a person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. Cause it was almost like that was what he was putting on for that moment in front of his men, because he's on a mission right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's cool, man. And he almost became Thorfinn's surrogate father in a sense.
Technically did.
Like a father figure, at least.
No, he
and
is.
And I loved that. I'm like...
He raised him more than Thor's.
Yes.
Actually.
It is so dark and twisted how it went down.
Yeah.
And then their relationship is fucked up because Thorfinn literally wants to murder him.
Yeah, but he knows, like...
But it's so crazy.
He likes Thorfinn. Like,
yes.
He's always liked them.
Like, Askeladd likes him. Thorfinn, for sure, at first, didn't like him at all.
Of course.
Over the years, as we saw...
he never liked them.
No.
He
in
started,
season 1, I think he started to grow a little bit of a soft spot for a moment.
No.
But I think, like, for me, at least it seemed like that to me. Like, it seemed like he was starting to kind of respect him a little bit, but not necessarily like him. And I think he was starting to kind of respect him as a leader somewhat.
It was his speech about his backstory.
Yeah.
And,
like I think he was kind of like, you know what? I understand you more as a person.
Yeah.
But fuck you anyways,
Yeah.
though. Because of what you did. You literally, like, ruined my life.
To be
literally,
fair.
like, he changed his life
Yeah,
forever.
but he could have went back home with his family and lived on fucking in Iceland.
Yeah, I'm just saying the way he's looking at it.
But he fucking decided, like, no, I'm going to go fight in war for
Which
18
to me,
years.
And you didn't even see, after like 1 or 2 episodes, you didn't even see his family at all.
No.
And I actually liked that. Because I'm like, okay, we could build on some shit for the future, because I'm aware they're still doing the manga.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, okay, so we could get them back later in the future, because I really like the sister.
Correct.
So I want to see
Yula's
Thorfinn go
awesome.
home. Yeah, I
she's
really want to
cool.
see him go home in Iceland and them get to see him again. I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, it's like, that's really dope. We'll see that later on. Like,
Yeah,
we'll
like,
see,
I know
like,
we're
all this
gonna
other
see
stuff.
it, for sure.
It has to.
When, I don't know, but we're gonna see it.
Yeah. Hopefully soon, because when Vinland Saga is better on a rewatch. I recommend you rewatch it.
I bet you
again.
it will be for sure.
No,
I know where we're going,
'cause
so I'm not like
you'll notice
whoa, what's
certain
going on?
things. So, for example, during the fight between Askeladd and Thor's, there's a scene.
Good stuff.
There's a scene that honestly still gives me chills even now. Every time I watch it, Askeladd goes for the cut. He cuts down the mask, drops it, which is clean. It was the cleanest things I've ever seen. Cuts it, and then he comes under it. He doesn't like.
That was
go.
so dope.
I thought he was gonna go over it, but no,
Me
he
too,
makes
like most
under,
other shows.
Yeah, a giant piece of wood mast, sees it falling. It's like, I'm faster than that. And then he ducks under it, and then Thor sees him, and he dodges, and he was like, shit, it's too shallow. And then he was like, oh, fuck. And then they started fighting a little bit. And then, Thor's is kicking his ass.
Like
and then he realizes how strong Thor's is.
Really is, yeah.
And then he realized who he is as a person instantly. Then that's why you hear him as like, why won't you become our leader? And dead ass expression. He was serious. He wasn't joking. He was like, oh, just kidding. Oh. No, he was serious. He wanted, because Thor's is, Askeladd thinks like Thor's mentality, his ideology is like what he sees. Because as we see later on with Prince Canute, he's trying to build a king. Mm-hmm. He thought Thor's could have been that king.
Yeah. Because I wasn't getting that for a while until like the last like kind of 5, 6, 7 episodes or something. I was like, oh, Askeladd was like trying to get this guy to be king. So that's why he killed his pops. I was like, oh,
yeah.
I get what you're doing.
It's more of his uncle, but yes.
His uncle, my bad.
Yeah.
But and I like that.
Oh, well, he did kill the pops too.
Yeah.
That was the king.
Yeah, the king. And I like how fucking Askeladd too, I like how he told like his backstory, like where he's from and all that stuff, and he's like a half breed essentially, if you want to call it that.
Which is interesting about that story, by the way. That's literally the legend of King Arthur.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, oh shit, even I remember that.
Yeah.
Because I'm not as deep into that stuff as you. But I was like, oh shit, King Arthur stuff.
Yeah.
I was hoping they would touch on that or have like a King Arthur character pop in, which they still could, I guess.
No, they probably can, but like he's a legend. Like that's the whole thing.
He's like, I guess he'd be dead at this point.
Technically, yeah. But then again, his family could still be alive because it's a family name.
A descendant.
Yeah, because he's Arturius.
Yeah.
Arturius is the real, like, we call him Arthur.
Because Arturius.
Yeah, because Americans can't speak.
Yeah.
But he is Arturius, and that's Arthur.
And I like how they had a lot of those type of names in here. They weren't Americanizing it.
It was authentic.
Yeah.
To the time.
Thorfinn and
yes,
fucking...
Thor's. Well, there's a lot of Thorkill.
Yeah.
I think that's literally just because of Thor, the god
I
of
know.
thunder.
I was like, what's with all the Thors,
so they
bro?
couldn't really think of it. That's the mangaka's fault.
Yeah, I'm
but
like, dude, you could come up with a different name, bro.
Seriously.
But it's not a big deal.
Yeah,
I love those
still
characters both, so I'm cool with it.
Thor's ideology literally follows to now, even now in the manga, where we're like at chapter 200, and you can still,
I was going to say, they're pretty far along.
You still see Thor's ideology of
like
saying,
influencing the world and like stuff
influencing Thorfinn, because that's who
cool.
we're following.
Yeah.
And because you know how he's like, we have no enemies. You have no enemies. You know, it's like become a true hero. And it's like, what is the meaning of a true
and that's
warrior?
kind of the whole point.
The whole point
of
is to becoming
Thorfinn's journey.
Yeah, is to become what a true warrior is. And then when we see when Thorfinn fights Thorkill.
Yeah, Thorkill, I love that guy.
For the second time, not the first time.
Oh, okay.
The first time was on London Bridge.
Yeah.
The second time was when they were chasing Askeladd's group.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, I love... Oh, my gosh, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was so great.
Yeah.
Keep marching. What the fuck you talking about? Keep marching. Mutiny! Fuck
Basically,
this guy. Yeah. I was like, oh, shit. I was like, damn, they ain't trusted you no more, bro. And the whole thing went, get the prince, dude. And then the prince started stepping up, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Now shit's getting hot, ain't it?
Because he has an epiphany. He realizes
like,
what's
shit's getting
up
real,
with it.
huh?
But like when they fought Thorfinn's and Thorkill for the second time in the land, Thorkill talks about his backstory of when he sees Thor's for the last time.
Yes,
and then he leaves.
Yes,
and then like he looks in his eyes and he's like, he's figured it out. He's figured out what the meaning of a true warrior really is. That's why he was always OP. He was fucking jumping to ship when he was out on sea.
Goku Vegeta type energy for those two.
Yeah, it was like, fuck, he's jumping like Superman in the comics.
Yeah, classic Superman for sure, bro.
For all you young folks back there, Superman couldn't always fly.
He used to jump buildings
really
in a single bound, y'all.
But that's what Thor's would do too. And he finally realizes, like Thorkill realizes that, holy shit, I can never beat Thor's. Like he's it. He's found it.
He's the gold standard.
Yeah, and that's why even when on the end of the season, when Askeladd's dying,
yeah, man,
he asks Thorfinn, "What are you gonna do in your future?"
And he's like, "You didn't even think about it.
Never even thought about it. Go
and
become a true warrior."
Oh, his whole life was just revenge.
Yeah, but the thing is that
for 10 years,
Askeladd kept thinking about it. He was always thinking about, what are you gonna do next? He just never said anything.
Yeah,
it's just because he was like, what's the point? I'm a Viking, it's gonna we're men, so it's like I'm not gonna baby this kid. But now since he was dying,
he don't care what I have to say anyway.
But now since he was dying, he was like, okay, this is it. Like I have nothing. I can't say any. Like I got nothing else to do.
What are you gonna do, bro? I'm dead now.
I'm dying.
So what the fuck are you gonna do?
Those were his true feelings.
Yeah.
Of Thorfinn. Like he saw him almost as a son.
Yeah, definitely.
Fucked up father, but almost as a son.
No, but I love that Thanos Endeavor type shit. I'm like, oh, I love how subtle it is.
Yeah.
Though.
And it fits so well. And then you see that Thorfinn does see him as a father.
Yeah.
And then we see more of that, like the
kind of carrying on
in the manga.
Which makes total sense. When you lose somebody, you start to reflect on things and things of that nature.
A little bit of a spoiler, but it's nothing major.
No big deal. It's all good.
It's literally nothing major. There's a scene where Thorfinn's talking to somebody, and the person's looking at him, and he sees like the silhouettes of Thor's behind him, and then he sees Askeladd behind him.
That's
also.
cool.
And because those are the two biggest influences in his life. Yeah. And to be honest, in almost the entire story, because Askeladd changes Canute.
Yeah,
he changes Canute big time.
Which changes everything politically in England,
which is crazy to think forward. Because he was such a big Christian.
Yeah, man.
And then he realizes, dude, oh my God, there's another spoiler
I can't be this blind about it.
I can't.
That's what I like about it.
And then,
I gotta preach these values.
Yes.
But I have to look at the religion more open-mindedly. The principles of what we're going for. That's kind of my journey as a person that was raised in Christianity myself.
Right.
I went to Christian school for 12 years, y'all. I literally went through a very similar thing of, I don't necessarily agree with the stringent nature of which you guys are doing it, but the core values and commandments and things that you're trying to get at are good.
Right.
But some of y'all out there hating on gays or trans and all this other type of groups and things of that nature, people that smoke weed or people that skateboard or people that make hip hop, whatever you want to say, if you're judging those people in those ways, that's not love.
Well,
You know, that's not.
Oh, you want to
true
talk about
stuff.
that? Oh,
you know what I
holy
mean?
shit.
And like I
Continue.
said, that's a super deep conversation.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? We don't have to get too deep
No.
on it, but it's just
in Vinland Saga.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and that whole thing with the character, like, oh, the snow is love, the sky is love. Like, this is what love is.
Yes.
What you do
Yes.
is discrimination.
Yes.
I'm like, holy
That's some
shit.
deep shit, dude. It's honestly true if you really do
That's
think about
one of the
it.
deepest themes I've seen in anything I've watched in the last several months to like a year.
Years for me, years.
You know,
There's literally nothing that like hit religion like that.
that was a deeper.
To have somebody to have that
deep.
kind of epiphany and to switch a complete 180 to being a person who thinks God will do everything for me. If I need help, I will pray. God will take care of it.
Where it's like,
So then he comes to this other side of the spectrum where
not
he realizes it's like
necessarily.
God was not going to do shit.
No.
God allows all these atrocities, all this war, this disease, rape, murder, all this shit. And why do I think he's going to help me fucking cook a chicken or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Like, why would
Who
he
am
think
I
that?
in the grand scheme of things?
Exactly. I'm not worried about my eternal soul. I'm not worried about like you bringing heaven, like us going up to heaven. I will make my own heaven. I will create
Exactly.
heaven here on earth for me and my people.
Exactly.
So that's and like that 180 flip was just like holy shit. And like when they were talking to the priest and he was like, Ragnar didn't love you. It was discrimination.
Dude, I'm like, bro.
And when I first saw that, I was like,
Man.
what the fuck does that mean? But when I rewatched it and I saw it, I was like, holy shit, it makes perfect sense. The rain is do you know what that means though? Do you know why he said that?
No.
The reason is because it falls on everybody and everything equally.
Oh.
Don't like take it into two contexts. Like, what happens if there's a hole? The snow fills up. Come on, let's not do that. But overall, it falls on me and you. It falls on your mom, your dad. It falls on you guys out there, the viewers. You know what I mean? It falls on all of us equally. That's what real, true love is.
Man.
Me backing you up in a fight. It's love between you, me, but it's technically discrimination against the other people. That's not true love. So then we get the idea of what a true warrior is. Does it?
Man.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Which is
'Cause
why
I was thinking about all that stuff too, man. I'm just like, God damn, you
Dude.
could take this in so many directions.
It's so good when they when
man.
they're talking to the priest, the two brothers.
that priest always has like the best dialogue.
I love the priest. He's so
The drunk
funny.
fucking priest, dude. He's either like making me laugh or making me fucking think, and I'm like, God damn.
And he's
this
always doing
is
it with a serious face.
such a well realized character.
so
And
crazy.
he's just in the side.
Yeah, he's an alcoholic too.
like,
He's
God.
drinking a barrel of beer.
Yeah, I'm like-
gives me hope.
It's like you can't take this guy out of the story.
No.
It's crazy. And at first I thought he was kind of just a throwaway.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you start getting into conversations with this guy, I'm like, God damn.
So they're in one of the episodes. They're traveling. They're running away from like Thorkill and everything.
Yeah, it was like
So yeah, they're
16,
talking.
15 around
Yeah.
there.
So they talk about the priest. They talk to the priest. It's like, oh, the king. What does he have in his like castle? He must have a bunch of beautiful women. He must have millions of coin. You know, it's like
All this
It's like, oh, what do
materialistic
you
shit.
love? He was like, what I look for. What I seek is not material objects. And he was like, what are you talking about? You don't love money? He was like, love is what gives money value. And it's just like, what? That
Holy
makes no
shit.
sense. It's like, no, it makes perfect sense.
Man.
Since we as a people love gold and silver, we're the ones who gave gold and silver a price. We could have literally done it with fucking seashells. You know what I mean?
Anything, yeah.
Anything.
Rocks.
Fucking
Pebble,
tree branches,
whatever, yeah.
leaves. If us as a human beings found it impactful, we give it value. We give, like, that's what makes it important.
And I was talking to somebody, like my dad or somebody about that one time. I'm like, money only means something because we put so much shit on.
Exactly, yeah. It's because we invented that.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
what I was
we
saying.
made
I
it
was
up.
like, bartering made so much more sense.
Yes, that's
You
why
know?
when he was saying on how like it's like I don't run after this kind of material frivolous shit. I don't go for the women. I don't go for the gold or
Can't take
anything.
it with me.
I'm looking for true love. And then when the two brothers, I think it's another scene afterwards, maybe in the same episode, which doesn't matter because I don't even know what episode it was exactly. It's not like I said, oh, episode 23. I honestly don't know which one. I just know
After you watch stuff so many times and you watch it like that, like
I just
binging
forget.
it, you're like, I don't know.
Dude, I finished it all in like a day or two.
It's like an epically long movie or something.
That's exactly how I see it.
Yeah.
But when they're brothers, they're talking to each other and they're talking to the priest. And he was like, priest, I got your true love right here. Now me and my brother, we got like true love. He's got my back. I got his back. And he's all talking about it, which is kind of funny. I don't know if you caught it. One of the brothers is like, yes, I won't betray you. Depends on how much gold it is, though. And I was like, you asshole.
Yeah.
And he was like, so, priest, what do you think? Is this what real love is? And he was like, no, it's not it.
Bro.
And he was like, what? Oh, that makes no sense. It's like, well, let's say this. If I go out into battle, will you watch my back? He was like, no, fuck you. I watch my brother's back because he's my brother and I trust him to watch mine. I wouldn't trust. And he was like, yes, that's not what it means. And then they talk about Thor's when he started beating up Askeladd's crew in the boat. And he was like, well, there's this one time. Well, the veterans still talk about it to this day. And he was like, oh, yeah, we fought this one guy. We don't know what was going on, but he was very strong. Turns out he defeated, they had like 50 men at the time. Mm-hmm. They defeated 30-something men, barehanded. And nobody died. And then when he looks at the guy, the priest is literally like this. You know, like looking right at the guy's face, like, what else did he do? You know, it's because he realized he's got it. He figured it out. Thor's figured it out. Thor's figured out what true love is, what a true warrior really was. We didn't, like, they couldn't figure it out. And
you're going to attack me, so I got to defend myself, but there's no reason for me to take your life just because you're trying to take mine.
I will still treat you as a person that I'm still trying to protect, basically. Like,
yeah.
Like, oh, you're going to drown. He hits people into the water, and then he throws oars to them so they could survive, so they don't drown and die. But most places, they just don't give a shit.
Yeah, I love that. I ain't no bitch, I still got love for you.
Right.
I carry that mentality, too, when it comes to self-defense and shit like that. I'm not going to kill you. I'll just get you off of me enough to make a point.
Basically, yeah. And it's to the point where, like, it's so minute details that, like, not a lot of people will see. That's why I say rewatch it.
So nuanced.
It's,
just you telling me right now, and I just watched some of this shit not long ago. It's like,
it fits
what?
so well into the show, into the dynamic of the whole story, including now in, like, fucking chapter 200, you know, fits perfectly. Like, that's the whole story, is to figure out what is love? What is love? How can you achieve what true love is? Is there a way for you to change as a person, or is it just your actions? Because those are two different things if you think about it.
Just your mentality, like Canute. Just change your mind. You got the soul. You got the right shit. Change your mindset.
So that's actually kind of why I'm not going to say much about Thorfinn's developments, because obviously he does
keep
develop
that as light as possible.
Yeah, he does develop, obviously.
I want to read the manga. I want to read the anime. I mean, watch the anime.
Yeah.
I'm all in, dude.
No, I recommend
all in.
So when we get a little bit of Thorfinn's, like, his development, but then when we get Canute's development, that's why I was like,
cool. So so Canute actually is a big character moving forward.
Well, Canute, he became king on the end of the season.
I just don't know if they're going to go to another country or what. I don't know.
Yeah, but he's still king.
And I don't know history that well either. So I don't know where they're going to go.
Oh, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I learned a lot in this series, which actually makes me want to go back and really just learn, you know, and just read through, like, all the old actual stuff.
You know the song London Bridge is coming down?
Yeah,
London
it comes
Bridge
from
is
that.
falling.
I learned that from my dad,
It's because of that London Bridge fight of Thorkill and shit.
Yeah.
It's that bridge got taken down, and, like, they burnt it down or something, and then they're like, London Bridge is falling down.
Yeah. And like I said, and One Piece does that occasionally with certain things here and there. It's like just with like Blackbeard, whatever. Mm-hmm. But I like how this just doubles down on it, and it'll do exact historical stuff with fictional characters.
No,
you know
but not even fiction. Prince Canute's a real person.
Yeah, I know.
Leif Erikson. You have to have heard of Leif Erikson.
Yes. I was just talking to my dad about that several months ago.
Yeah, Askeladd is I
didn't know that was a real person.
He's part of one of the fables in Norse mythology.
Okay, I did hear that.
Yeah, so that's what Askeladd's about.
Okay.
We know about King Canute. King Canute was a very...
he's a real person.
He was actually, in real life, he was a kind of a tyrant.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen in the manga, well, like, in the beginning, he changes, obviously. He flips. So that's why I was saying earlier, I was like, how do you figure out what true love is? Is it by you changing as a person and, like, your character development, or your actions of what you do?
Man.
So there's... Thorfinn is the person who changes his character development, and then Canute is the one who does the actions, because he's the king. He's trying to change. He's trying to create heaven on earth while Thorfinn has his own idea of doing his thing. You know?
Yeah, just try to find himself. There's no plot like, oh, this guy's got a big beam shooting into a portal, and you got to learn this jutsu.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck?
At the Temple of Mystery and all this shit. It's like, it's not like that.
No.
And I like that. I like it's just like now it's just about Thorfinn's journey as a man and as a warrior.
Yeah.
And
as a
the
human
world
being.
politics and the fallout of the war.
Basically,
and I'm like, oh, that's awesome because I can't pinpoint where it's going.
No,
unless you just know all the history, you can't pinpoint shit.
Yeah, even then, it's not like they don't.
They're not
everything.
doing the history books, so it could go anywhere. They could create a fictional king or fucking resurrect a Spartan or some crazy shit. They can go anywhere they want.
Yeah, they really can. It's an anime.
But I just love how so educational it is, not on just history, but kind of on life.
On life,
it's so like this is definitely one of the deepest animes, man.
It's jumped. I've said it to you, but I'm saying it for you guys. It's jumped to my top 5 of all time.
Yo, man, it's actually talking about it. I'm like, damn, it might be.
Dude, it's
I feel
so
like I
amazing.
want to watch it a little more to like definitively say I like it more than something like My Hero or something like that. Because I've liked that for a while now. So it's like, I don't know. But I would say objectively, if you're talking filmmaking and writing and mangakas and animation just and all these things, I would say Vinland Saga is just about better than almost, if not every anime, possibly every anime I've seen. Now, I'm not saying all anime. That's too much to say.
Yeah.
But for every one I've seen in the top 5, that's kind of my soft top 5 right now, which would probably be One Piece, Dragon Ball, Naruto, My Hero, and then I'm going to probably throw in Fire Force based on enjoyment.
What?
On enjoyment. I'm not saying it's the 5 anime all time in actual life.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying it's my top 5 for what I like to watch.
Like right now.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because shit, I'm about to start Yu again. All these other animes, Demon Slayer, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But this dude, I'm like, shit, man. If this hits
sleep.
for me on a rewatch the same way it's hitting for me right now, it's definitely a top 10 no matter what.
It's gonna hit harder.
It's top 10 no matter what. But it might be that top 5, bro, because it's really fucking good,
Dude,
man.
it's gonna hit a lot harder.
It took a hot minute to get going for an episode or two, but after that, I'm in.
It just picks up. And
Yeah.
It just doesn't stop.
But I'm not mad that those 2 episodes were slow because it wasn't like it was wasting your time.
No.
It's just you don't know what you're in for yet, so you're not compelled.
It's
quite
to
yet.
build more of like the mystery of who Thor is, because then he saves
yeah.
the slave, and then he was like,
Exactly.
and then he tells the slave about Vinland.
And I loved that. That was the one thing for me where I was like, oh, okay, I see this is gonna really touch on some shit.
You know why he did that?
Yeah, like
to give him peace,
exactly,
in his death. To be like, we're gonna go somewhere far away where there's no slavery, there's no war, no nothing. This is so you could die peacefully, and he knows this. Even though he paid 5 sheep for him, a dying slave, and he was like, no, I want him to die comfortably in my bed.
I'm just like, that's amazing,
and like that's who he is as a person, and we see that. That's why I'm saying it hits better in a second going, because then when
you understand why people make the decisions they're making.
Yeah, when Askeladd asked Thor to be the captain of his crew, I didn't
see,
notice.
I didn't take that as serious.
I thought it was a joke. But
Me too.
On the end,
I thought he was like, what's the word? Like, bluffing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He basically says it. I was bluffing. That's what he says in the anime. He was like, "Oh, I'm bluffing you guys. You guys think it's a joke? Come on, laugh." And it's like no, it's because he was serious. Like we don't see that until the second rewatch.
Shit,
because we realize who Askeladd is a person, and then we understand his mindset to an extent.
Yeah,
dude's a maniacal son of a bitch.
Evil pirate, yeah.
Maniacal. I don't call him evil. He's fucking
maniacal.
He's,
yeah.
Oh,
he's
like, dude. He's like devious.
You're like more like just a fucked up guy.
But he's so smart. He fucking could give L and Light a run for their money.
You know? Shit, dude. I wish they would do like a fun anime crossover series where it's not like serious, but they just like cross people over and shit. That'd be fun.
They did that for
Or
One
I wish I
Piece.
could animate stuff myself and I could do it.
They did that for One Piece, Toriko,
Yeah.
Dragon Ball.
I didn't see that one yet, but I want to watch that.
It's okay.
Just for fun, you know?
Well, they get the 3 main characters as an eating contest. Where
See,
it's
that's
Luffy,
what I mean.
Goku versus
It'd be
Toriko,
fun to do
which
stuff
is
like that. Like, just a fun thing. Like, oh, I got to fight this group of pirates over here.
Yeah.
L, what do we do, bro? You know, like,
And
it'd be
then you get
cool to see something
outsmarted
like that, you know?
or some shit
you got
like
L
that.
on a boat getting motion sickness and shit. He's like, oh, man, hold on. You know, we could do some fun shit there, man.
Dude, it was so dope watching it, though. Like, It's so good.
It is, bro. Like, you were right, bro. It lived up to the hype.
I wasn't hype. I knew I wasn't hyping it up too much. Like, I can't hype enough.
Right, dude?
I can't give it enough hype.
This
there you go.
is so slept on, man.
It's so the reason why it got so slept on is because Amazon Prime picked it up first,
and they weren't hitting yet.
And it wasn't.
They're really kind of building now, but they weren't.
And then it came out with I think season 3 of My Hero Academia.
Oh shit!
And Demon Slayer.
Oh fuck!
And then when Demon Slayer came out, fucking Ninja was like,
it took over anime culture.
It. So
My Hero's right there nipping at its heels.
But it pushed Vinland Saga down to the bottom of the leaderboard. But it makes no sense because it's
better than those.
It's honestly one of the best animes I've ever seen.
In
a very very long time.
I'm agreeing with you 100%.
Like, it's crazy.
I agree with you 100%. Like I said, it's just hard for me to rank my favorites. It's just so hard, man. Because there's so much I haven't seen, and then there's a lot of animes that I like a lot that are kind of like I like almost evenly.
Yeah.
Like, let me think. There was a couple examples I just had: Cowboy Bebop, Hunter x Hunter, Samurai Champloo. I like those all almost evenly.
They could be honorable mentions.
They're all great, yeah. But it's hard for me to not put them on a top 10 because I'm like, fuck, I love those.
The thing is,
I like those.
The thing is with me is like I've already cemented what is my top.
Yeah, because you've been in it a long time.
Yeah,
that's like me with comic book movies. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So like we got I'm gonna do my top 5 real quick. It goes One Piece, of course.
Yeah.
Berserk, fucking A. Manga.
That's another one I got on the list.
Yeah, read it. Oh, fucking amazing. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm watching and reading that because that's pretty short. So.
Dude, man, oh fuck! I'll get into Guts in a second.
Yeah, we're gonna do Berserk on the channel, bro. We'll get a plan.
And then it goes to Vinland Saga.
That.
So Vinland Saga's 3.
Oh,
already, like that's it. It's 3. It's either 3 or 4. But
hey, I'm not hating.
In my mind, I think it's for sure better than fucking like Bleach.
Yeah, I haven't even finished Bleach yet, but
Naruto. Yeah. To be honest, Bleach and Naruto aren't really in my top 5. They're in the top 10, not
Understandable.
the top 5. So we got One Piece, Berserk, Vinland, and then the other 2 is a little bit tricky.
Yeah, see, it's like it's hard.
Yeah,
there's some I just like so evenly. I'm like, I don't know.
It's the ones that like stand out. Like a lot
that's
of people
what I try to do
like
too.
Dragon Ball Z, but no, I'm not. I'm okay. I love Dragon Ball, but it's not. Obviously, it's not Vinland Saga quality in my mind. Not even close.
No, I have to put it on my 10 because it's literally why I watch this shit.
Yeah.
So I can't knock it that hard. But if you're gonna talk objective, like what's the best made? Yeah, no.
No, yeah. But like me thinking, okay,
best fights?
I could. No. Fucking.
From what I've seen, I'd
honestly,
still throw it up there.
Dude,
not number 1, but I'd put it in the top 10 fighting animes.
Oh, it's definitely top 10.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone jocks it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. But like when let's go. I'm not gonna continue with the top 5 because I could think for hours.
Yeah, bro.
I really
like it's
need to
hard.
Think about it.
We gotta
I just know
do
my
a top
3.
5, or we might have to do a top 10, bro. It's hard to just talk about 5.
Top 5's really hard.
Yeah, we're gonna do like a whole like top 10 focused anime show for sure. I just gotta finish a handful more. I'd say late this year or maybe bring it in 2023. We're gonna do a top 10 anime, man. We're trying to get a couple homies.
You need to finish Full Metal.
That's on the list. That's a priority.
And you need to see the movie.
No, I know. Those are priorities. Berserk, I want to watch.
No, we got to read it.
Well, I still want to watch it too.
Watch the movie.
I'll do both. But
no, watch the movie, but Berserk? Don't watch the series. Yeah, for Berserk.
Okay, the series just isn't good?
The series is just garbage.
Oh.
It's CGI.
I'm going to check it out at some point just to see how it is, but I probably won't like watch the whole thing.
The animations aren't just, it's hard to watch.
Yeah. They didn't do a 2D animation?
No, it's like I don't know what the fuck. It's complete CGI, dude. It's all computer it's all CGI.
Interesting.
And like they fucked it up. Like they fucked it up bad.
Do you think would you say Dragon Ball Superhero looks better than that?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, I was just curious.
Let me show you.
Not to go crazy tangent, but yeah, I was just curious. Because you don't get a lot of all CG anime as much. It's starting to come out more now.
Yeah.
Godzilla, Attack on Titan, I think they did one.
Yeah.
Something like a spinoff or something.
This is how it looks.
I'm glad they never did it with Naruto, thank God.
So this is the movie. Sorry, you guys need to look this up on your own. This is the movie right down here, right?
Uh-huh.
That's the anime. You see the big difference?
Yeah. I guess I was always seeing the movie pictures.
You were seeing the movie pictures.
Oh.
The movie did a good job.
Thank you for steering me off of that, because I would have been like...
It's just so shitty. Look at this shitty shit, dude. Oh, here, actually, this is... Boom.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the CG.
No,
I'll give it a shot depending on what you're talking about. Like Dragon Ball, I'm going to watch that. Like One Piece. Let's say they did a One Piece 3D animated movie. I'm going to see that.
I'm going to see it, but if it's that bad, I'm not going to watch it.
No. Like, that's why I say I think there's potential with it.
Yes.
I just think they haven't.
Which they're not going to.
I don't know if it's the technology's not there or they just don't get ambitious enough. I don't know.
They just didn't have the money.
Know.
They just didn't have the money to do it.
Yeah.
It wasn't a very big studio that picked up Berserk.
Okay.
Because the movies didn't do.
Yeah, I was gonna say
did
Berserk's
good,
not necessarily
but-
a mainstream success, right?
No, fuck no.
Yeah.
It's a seinen.
It's a cult classic, you could say.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
like, okay, so like, you know how there's shonens and then there's like seinens and then there's other.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
types
don't
of
know
anime.
what they're called. So there's shonen.
There's
Seinen,
shonens.
what's the other one?
Seinen. I don't know the other one.
But there's a third one.
There's like a 4, I believe. 'Cause
Okay.
There's one that's
and these are kind of like.
and isekais.
Are these kind of like the genres of it?
They're like
sorta?
the genres. Well, shonens are anything that appears in Shonen Jump.
Yes. Okay.
That's what
I
it
know
means.
that.
Shonens. Anything that comes out that's not in it, not everything, but like then there's seinens. Seinen mangas are a lot darker. They're a lot gorier.
Okay.
Which is
what are like
Berserk.
2 or 3 examples?
Berserk and Kingdom are 2.
Okay. I haven't heard of Kingdom.
It's a good one.
But Berserk I've heard of.
Yeah.
Because the character design is really cool
Yeah.
too.
Dororo. You haven't
Maybe.
seen Dororo? Fuck.
Maybe. Might have heard of it.
It's a good one. That one, I believe that one's a seinen. It actually could be a shonen, but it's too fucking
Yeah,
gory.
because my
to be a
cousin was
seinen.
really into everything, so I've heard of stuff.
Yeah.
But no.
So like when anime first came out, well not first, but when it was like brought to America, shonen was the
that was the
be all
shit.
end
Yeah.
all. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the
And
shit
then
right
like
there.
when other shit slowly came out behind it, no one was really picking it up and bringing it out to the mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
So it was always the lower quality studios to pick up these obscure mangas, quote unquote.
That had the kind of the most freshest ideas.
Yeah, and then they would like try to do their adaptations of it. So that's why we got the Berserk movie. And then like they're like, okay, we got to do it again, basically. And then they made
let's
the
try
Berserk
one more time.
anime, which is the continuation of the movie.
And it's a series, and they're like, okay, people
series.
love the serialized thing.
Yeah, it was
so
like
let's try that.
They were like,
Yeah.
oh, people like Berserk, like the movie itself, but it was a different studio who made the movie, who made the anime. So there's 2 different ones. So they were like,
you.
oh, they love this. We'll just make it into a series. They're like, okay, cool. It's like, shit, we can't fucking do this.
Can't animate
Because
it
just
right.
CGI it. And then they fucking box eyebrows kind of shit. Yeah, horrible.
like early PS2 video game shit, huh?
Or early PlayStation,
man.
in my opinion.
Ooh,
It was
PS1.
bad. PS1.
Damn.
Yeah, it was bad.
Damn.
Almost made me
Thank
feel
you
like I
for
was,
saving me from that.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I'll watch the movie, and then if the movie works for me, bro, I'll start reading the manga. Then.
Trust me, it
'Cause,
will.
ugh.
It's a little slow because it's usually when you see guts, like there's 2 of them.
I don't mind slow movies as much as series.
But when it picks up,
Because
it
movies
fucking,
to me, it's like it's 2 hours tops. I'll get
Yeah.
through it. Series is like if it's slow and I can't get past 5 episodes, I'm out.
right. That makes sense.
Like you,
'Cause
I was this close to bailing. I was this close.
Yeah, it gets a lot better.
But yeah, I know. I'm like 30, 40 in. I'm like, okay, I get why people like it.
Yeah, and it's just only going to continue.
Yeah,
to
that's
grow.
that's one of our next ones for sure.
Yeah, I'm down.
Demon
I
Slayer,
actually need to
Yu-Yu,
rewatch.
Those
Yu
are
Yu
the
Hakusho,
and One
but-
Punch Man. Those are our next 3.
Oh man, I could talk about One Punch Man for
Oh,
hours.
don't
also,
worry, we gonna do it.
Jesus,
Like I said, I'm gonna take you and Miguel's recommendation.
Yeah, dude,
I'm gonna watch it.
amazing.
Yeah.
But we'll go back to Vinland. But when it came for Vinland would be considered a seinen.
Okay.
Even though it's not gory, but it's not a shonen.
Yeah, because I was gonna say it ain't gore-less, but it's
No,
not
it's
like
not.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's not Berserk, where
Yeah.
there's literally a sea of blood.
Oh, shit.
Literally,
I
a
like
sea
the
of
sound
blood.
of that.
When you come over to my house next time, I'll show you in my room my Berserk poster, well, picture.
Oh, it's literally him
Kind of like
slicing up
that.
shit.
It's the eclipse. It's the eclipse
Oh.
is like the big thing that changed everything in the Berserk universe.
Oh.
So like in for the beginning half, we meet this character. He joins this band. It's called Band of the Hawk, which is just a mercenary band.
That'd
It's
be
not,
funny. It's like a band.
no,
That'd be
it's not
funny
not
as
a
hell.
guitar band. No. So his name is Guts, so it kind of would work. Yeah, he could do rock. But no, he joins his Band of the Hawks, and there's
Cool name.
there's nothing really mystical about the world yet.
Oh.
Until we meet this one character who comes out of fucking nowhere, and it's called Nosferatu. You know
Whoa,
who Nosferatu is, right?
sick. It's a vampire?
Yeah, the vampire.
Fuck
well, he's
yeah.
not a vampire, but
Oh.
he basically is. But like the actual
But
Nosferatu
vampire-ish.
is, yeah.
That's tight.
And we meet
You're
Nosferatu,
speaking my language so
and then
far.
he turns out to be this giant, like, kind of like gargoyle-looking thing.
Ooh, I love gargoyles.
And it was just
too.
like, you're just like, what the fuck? Where did this come from? Like, they were just fighting with swords and arrows. There's no powers. It was just
Ah.
human strength. And now we're getting like this.
Oh.
And then we get to the eclipse, where the eclipse changes the whole fucking ball
Ooh.
game, and it brings out, I think, the 5 fingers, and which are 5 like death gods in a sense. And then like they basically do a whole bunch of shit. Then there's a sea of blood, and then Guts is fighting these demons in a sea of blood. Legit, fucking waist high,
fucking Slayer shit.
like it's crazy. It's crazy fucking shit, dude.
Yeah. Okay. You know what, bro? Yeah, I'm about to break it down right now. We're doing Demon Slayer season 2. Then we're gonna do Yu Yu Hakusho, because I want to try to cover that before Miguel moves away, because I'd like to get him on that one. And then we're doing One Punch Man season 2 and Berserk at the same fucking show.
You're not gonna do season 1?
Oh no, I'm done with season 1.
It was good. All right.
I've watched about half of it. I'm gonna watch a recap to make sure I don't forget any plot elements. I'm done with season 1. I want to watch season 2.
A lot of the character development is in
and I
season
love
2.
Everything I've seen from season 2 so far. I want to get to that.
Yeah.
I want to appreciate this thing. I don't want to go through that drudge again, because I'm going to bail on it if we do. So, yeah, we're doing One Punch Man and Berserk like this on the same show.
Yeah.
Because this shit sounds rad.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. Like,
it shit sounds gnarly.
These are shows that mangas that should have been hyped up even more. One Punch Man, honestly, it's really good.
Yeah, like I said, the
Vinland,
jury's still out. I'm not like, oh, fuck this shit.
Right.
Like, you know.
But like One Punch Man, Berserk, Vinland Saga, those are one of the 3 most animes that I know that got slept on mangas.
Hard.
That got slept on hard.
Vinland,
and like
dude.
when they tried to adapt it into us, like in our time, like for us, like they couldn't adapt it properly. Except for Vinland Saga, it's completely perfect.
I was like, they nailed that one.
They're completely
they got
perfect.
Good.
Literally, they didn't skip anything.
Oh, sick.
Everything in the manga happened in the anime.
Love that.
It's gorgeous. Of
It's
course,
like some
some
Hunter
lines are different,
type stuff right there. I like that.
They did it 100%.
Except Hunter didn't keep going, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. But like it was, I can't like Vinland Saga. There's no more. I could hype it up forever.
Man, yeah, dude. I'm telling y'all, man, you need to watch Vinland Saga immediately. I'm telling you, man, it's 24 episodes. It can't be much longer than like a season on Netflix, bro, of some live action show. It is incredible. It is so well written, well voice acted, because they only have the sub version, which for me was actually kind of refreshing just to see. Oh, there's a dub out? Okay.
Yeah.
But I actually just watched the sub this time. I went full sub.
Honestly, I can't watch dub. Dub is hard to watch.
To me, it all depends what the voices are.
Well, they change Escalad's voice. Obviously, it's not the same voice actor.
I'm going to check out dub probably a little bit just to see kind of different characters' voices. I do that with Naruto. I'm actually going to do that in reverse this time. When I watch it through, I'm going to do sub mostly and see how that goes. Because I haven't watched too much sub except for clips.
Right.
But yeah, this is the first time I went full sub. I would recommend going full on sub.
Full on sub.
Really get the emotion.
Yeah.
Of what they're going for. I think that's true of most of them, but I think some of the dubs, they get the right actors to hit the marks good.
Yeah.
But this one, you got to do the sub, guys. I really, really, you got to be patient. Pause the screen if you got to. Trust me, if you read slow and you have a hard time with it, I understand. I don't have a problem reading. I'm a pretty good reader, but I do understand some folks out there struggle. Trust me, get through it. Because this shit is incredible. I'm telling you, bro. There was literally a couple themes in this thing that I'm going to carry forward as lessons and try to put into my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when something like this can do that, that's why I say I love well-written fiction, because to me sometimes it can get to some of that humanity and some of that stuff that we need to talk about and think about in a more engaging way. And sometimes they kind of slip it under the radar without you realizing it. This show is that to a T.
To a fucking...
The action is spectacular.
Eyes, they cross their T's perfectly.
There's some humor mixed in every now and again that really works for the situations.
Yeah.
It's not quips. It's not references. It's just situational humor that makes sense in the moment. You know what I'm saying? I really love that. All the characters get really well-developed storylines. The villain, there's no true villain of this thing,
because that's what it is really about life.
Yeah,
there's really no
that's
true
what I'm saying.
villains anywhere.
And
there's good and there's bad people everywhere.
Yep.
You just
Gray
gotta pick and
area
choose.
is life, and that's what I love with this show. It brings so much humanity and reality to the fantastical world of anime.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read the manga, no doubt.
Yes.
For sure.
I fucking love that.
I have to, dude. This shit is so tight. And by the
It's so
time we get
good.
to 200, I'm gonna be like fucking 36 with like a kid running around.
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
gonna take forever.
It's
for
gonna
it to be
take a
animated.
minute.
Unless,
So I gotta get on the manga because I want to know where Thorfinn is going.
Yeah,
dude.
it takes a while.
I may not read every week or nothing like that, but I'm gonna be reading
Well,
it.
to be honest, it comes out every month.
Oh, okay, perfect. I actually can
You could actually
catch up on it
Yeah, you
in
could
a
actually
reasonable
catch up.
manner. Nice. But yeah, dude, I'm going to buy them. Like, I'm going to probably read them online a little bit just to kind of get the ball rolling. But when I get a chance, I'm going to start collecting them too.
I'm gonna collect them
It's
too.
really fucking awesome, dude. I love how much history I learned.
Yeah.
I love these new characters I get to go on a new journey with. It's just great stuff, man. If you haven't checked this anime out, we can't recommend it enough, dude. And if you haven't watched it in a while, make sure you do a rewatch and then do the recap with us, bro.
Fuck it. You know what? Even if you just finished the last 24th episode, put on episode 1 again.
Oh, man.
Rewatch it.
Fucking rewind, bro.
You'll notice so much shit that you would.
I can't wait for the rewatch, dude.
Like, it's crazy.
Can't wait for that.
Honestly, every time I rewatch it, I notice something different.
See, I love shit like that, no matter what genre or medium it is. I love that.
But to be fair, I could do the same thing for like One Piece.
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I haven't rewatched it straight all the way through.
Yeah.
But I watched like Alabasta
have.
again because I love that one. And I was noticing so many things in that alone.
You notice all the different themes. and
Yeah,
stuff,
man.
Like,
in the themes, even I picked up on the first time, I'm like, oh, wait, no.
It's like this.
It's so well done. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh. And it's just, I just love stuff like that, man. Like, and season 2 is confirmed for Vinland Saga. We don't know when it's dropping yet. I would say by this time next year, we should be getting it.
It's going to be on the end of next year, I bet.
End next year, you think?
I'm assuming, yeah.
Oh, fuck, man.
Because there's not such a, like, it's getting some steam.
It's not so hyped with it.
Yeah.
Like, they gotta rush
Exactly.
it. Yeah,
So
I get what you mean.
They'll probably, like, push out other animes, and they'll take their time with this.
Yeah,
But
I'm
it's still
not
gonna
rushing
come
it,
out.
though. I'm just like a fan,
Yeah,
but I
take
don't
your
want
time.
them to rush. I'm just rushing with my hype, but
Yeah.
I don't want them to. I want it to be just as well done, man. But drop your fucking comments down there, man. What did you think of this entire episode in general? The Fandom Frequency Show is going to be coming at you guys damn near weekly. You know what I'm saying? I recently did a solo show, and I'll be doing those every now and again when we can't get the boys out, man, when we're going to cover some topics and whatnot. But we're going to do these shows as often as possible. You're going to get multiple episodes every single month. So don't you go nowhere. Make sure you stick around and stay tuned and don't sleep on all this dopeness, man. But before we leave for the night, do you have any recommendations? One live action, one anime recommendation we haven't discussed today.
Okay, live action?
Yeah, like any genre, anything. Doesn't matter what.
I don't know if anybody likes, like, I love, like, Crusades and stuff. I don't know if you guys ever seen the movie Kingdom of Heaven.
Heard of it.
Kingdom of Heaven is an amazing film.
Huh.
Fucking long film.
Oh, like a 3-hour flick?
Yeah, it's like a 3-hour flick. It's
Hey,
basically...
if it's done well, I don't mind.
It's done phenomenally. It's basically about, little quick rundown, it's about the Knights Templars trying to defend Jerusalem from Salah ad-Din, who is...
You don't see movies based on that much.
No, it's an old flick. By the
Yeah,
way.
I know. It's
Or
like
or
80s, 90s.
Not that old.
Oh, okay.
I
Early
know
2000s?
it came out like after the second Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
Oh,
or like
shit.
or
Never
after
mind.
the first Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh,
movie.
okay, yeah.
Because
Okay.
the guy who plays I forgot his name, but fucking I think it's fucking Jon Snow from Game of Thrones.
Oh,
Orlando Bloom, is
Kit
that his
Harington?
name? Nope, damn it. Orlando, the other guy. Oh, fuck. Go.
Game of Thrones, I don't know a lot of the actors. I know Richard Madden,
I don't know.
Kit Harington,
Wait, or
Jason
Orlando
Momoa, but we
Bloom.
know that ain't him. That's all I know.
Yes, okay, it is Orlando Bloom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Legolas.
Yeah.
I ain't seen him
Really?
in a movie in a long time. Uh-huh.
He's Legolas in Lord of the Rings? I'm fucking watching Lord of the Rings tonight.
Yeah, dude. Just a shaved Orlando Bloom.
I honestly didn't
He
even
did
realize.
that in Pirates back to back.
Yeah.
That guy was
Oh,
having a hell
right.
of a 2000s.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Now he fucking... I could picture... It's because he's so white.
He's
in
so
fucking-
white
as
with
Legolas.
the blonde. It's like weird for him.
Yeah, it's weird. But okay, he's the main character.
Oh, nice.
In Kingdom of Heaven.
You don't see him much anymore.
And then he basically shit goes down. He ends up finding his way in Jerusalem because back in those days, Jerusalem was the Holy Land. I don't know if you know about that.
Yeah,
part.
I know.
Yeah,
Bible.
so Jerusalem was the Holy Land. Christians and Muslims fought about Jerusalem for years.
Still are.
Even now.
Yeah,
But
unfortunately.
now it's not as prominent.
Thankfully.
Yeah, thankfully. But like, there's a shit going down. There's a giant war. There's a big ass battle on like towards the end. It's a very good movie.
Lord of the Rings type epic war thing, but not mystical.
It reminded me of Helm's Deep.
Oh, Nice.
To the point where the fucking wall collapses. Like legit. The only difference is that there was no cavalry charge. They just found a way to make the situation work.
All right,
which
man.
It's still a good
Kingdom
movie.
of Heaven. I'm gonna write
Kingdom
that down.
Kingdom of Heaven's an amazing flick. Anime. Made in Abyss.
Made in Abyss.
Made in Abyss. It's pretty fucking gnarly. Made in Abyss is like, it's not what you expect when you first watch it. So it's about this, I guess it's about her. It's about this like 12-year-old girl, and she meets this android kind of thing. Because they live in this place where there's a giant hole in the middle, and it's called the Abyss. And in the Abyss, there's different levels. And like for normal humans, you can't really go down to like the first level. For like us, we can't go down to the first level. We can go down, but us coming back, you're going to get hit by something called the Curse of the Abyss, which causes just for the first level, mild like nausea, puking, like vomiting, dizziness, and fainting, stuff like that. But the further lower you go, and the further down you go, second layer, third layer, fourth layer, it's literally deadly to go back up. Like you literally die. For us humans, we can't even fucking go down to the first. Like us normal folks.
Damn.
So anybody working at McDonald's can't do this shit. You know what I mean? But like there's these called cave raiders who kind of built up an immunity to an extent by just going down and coming back up over time. So they could go down to like the first and second layers, and then there's like different classes of cave raiders. It's about like their whistle. So there's a white whistle is like the top class, and they could go down all the way to like the 5th or 6th layer of the Abyss, but no one's ever been down there. There's all these different there's so much mystery when it comes to the Abyss because we don't know.
It's like the ocean and shit.
Hell, we don't even know where this robot dude came from. We know he came from the Abyss, but like how the fuck was he created?
And why did a robot come out of there?
Why
in the
is
first
he
place?
why is he all the way up here? You know, like what's going on? What's the curse of the Abyss? Because we meet this character later on. It's like, oh yeah, you don't see the curse of the Abyss. It's like, how the fuck can you see that? Like, isn't it just the atmosphere? Isn't it just a phenomenon that happens? No, there's a thing to avoid it.
Like they say, every myth has like a scientific or some kind of explanation to it.
But this it does, and then like it introduces characters that are just fucked up in the head, and it's just like there's
It's like super dark.
There's this guy who's super fucking dark. There's this one chick. Her name is Ozan the Destroyer. Like that's her name. And she's like a woman who's like I think 150 years old in the show, and they live normal lifespans. It's not like One Piece.
She just happens to be old.
Yeah, she's a special case.
Oh, okay. Or really old.
Yeah,
I should say.
but like she wears this like cool. He's honestly reminds me of a bounty hunter. No, it reminds me of a bounty hunter in Star Wars. Like he has that hat and he has that cloak.
Oh, like a helmet?
No, it's like a fucking round hat.
Oh, like Cad Bane.
Yes.
Yeah,
but without the top
Western
part,
looking
it's
guy.
just like a flat. It reminds me of a straw hat, not Luffy's straw hat, like just a flat like
The more flat
hat.
ones that like gardeners wear.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. And it was kind of like that. And it's a just giant black hat thing, and then she stands up. She's always like slouched. She's always like this. And then she straightens up. She's fucking huge. And she wears this like cloak, and she's just a beast. She just brawls out. And she's a monster. She's the strongest character in the show.
Damn.
That's what the creator came out and he said is like, yeah, she's the strongest one so far. But the whole point is so like the main character could go down to find her mom, who's in the Abyss. The premise is pretty shitty. Right, I don't really give a shit about like her trying to find her mom.
Do something like that, yeah.
But it's the Abyss that draws me in.
The mystery is actually much more compelling than the main. The setup isn't shit, but it's just the compelling mystery.
Setup is pretty generic.
Action, yeah.
Little girl becomes orphaned.
Standard shonen.
Yeah, little girl becomes orphaned because the mom is fucking an asshole technically because she's like, this is more important than my own child. Go to the orphanage. I will take care of I'll figure this stuff out. And then like, oh, she died or missing or something happened. Now the daughter got like a letter. So now it's like, oh, she's still alive or some shit. We honestly don't know yet. And then like, it's like, I have to go find her. It's like, bitch, you're 12. Like, what are you going to do? There's legit
like
giant.
Ash Ketchum. You're like 9. Where
like, yeah, like, what are you going to do against like these giant monsters? Thank God you have this robot that could do nukes shit. And like,
oh yeah, you know that's how they got to go.
That's the only way like she could survive. But for her, like figuring out, like she gets the letter, and then she's like, "Oh, my mom's still alive." To be honest, that's not a spoiler because I don't know if she's alive. I don't know if she's dead. I don't know if she's missing. I don't know. I just know the letter. She's like, "Oh, she's still alive," because apparently she thought she died. So like she gets it. She's like the next day. She's like, "I'm going down there." I was like, "Don't." That's so stupid. Fucking dumb bitch. But when she gets down there, and then you start learning about the abyss, when you just little minute details, little things. Some of the characters, the other white whistles, because all the white whistles are the top of the class. They have their own twisted personality because they have to be. If you think about it, because they're the people that go down into this literally giant hole in the middle of their planet to fight monsters, to deal with this curse of the abyss thing, to deal with just crazy scenarios and shit, you know? Like man-eating birds that mimic the sounds of the people they eat. It's kind of like
holy shit.
Yeah, so like they'll call out for help. You go to help them, and it'll be the giant bird.
Damn.
And it'll mimic the sound of the voice. Like it'll talk just like me, talk just like you.
Where is this available at?
It's on my website. I know for sure. It might be on Crunchyroll. I don't think it's a shonen, or if it is, it's
so
very.
Probably ain't Funimation.
It might be on Funimation.
I'm gonna look into it.
It
looks interesting.
It looks cutesy at first. Trust me, because like she's a 12-year-old girl. You know, she's a little girl. It's a very colorful anime in the beginning. They living up in like on just they live up in like a city kind of, so it's up in the light, you know, the blonde hair, white skin kind of shit. It's very beautiful anime. So when people see it, it's like, oh, this is for kids. No, it's probably has one of the darker premises I've seen in a long time.
Damn.
And that goes from
I love my dark shit.
It's just they introduced this one white whistle. I'm not going to spoil anything, but they introduced this one white whistle guy. He is just crazy. And then they have a movie where they go find him. And like they meet him specifically.
Shit, yeah.
So the anime ends not ends, but like it stops of like where the guy gets introduced, the white whistle guy, he gets introduced, and like they talk about him a little bit, kind of like in passing. And then they do their own like shenanigans stuff, like their little adventure, and then it ends. And then like the movie comes along, and then they go down there to go meet the person, basically, to fight the person.
It's like Jujutsu Kaisen in reverse.
Kind of, yeah.
Sequel instead of prequel.
Yeah.
I like that, man.
Made in Abyss is a great one. I recommend it. It's a little bit of a slow start. First like 3 or 4 episodes might be a little bit slow, but it's a great watch. It's fun. I'm not gonna lie, it's a fun anime. They it's a good watch.
I'll put it on my watch list, man. And whenever I get a chance to check this thing out, if I'm digging it, maybe we'll do it on the channel, man. Do a little lesser known type things
Made in
around
Abyss,
here.
I recommend it. Made in Abyss is an anime that I have to read.
Okay,
that
you haven't read
says
it
something.
yet?
Yeah,
Okay.
I have to read it
Because
I need to know more about the Abyss.
Got you.
Like that's why I'm interested in it. It's because of the Abyss. It's not really. I don't really.
That's what I was saying. That was the most interesting stuff to me. Was like the dudes that go down there and the women or whatever, and then the abyss, and then why they go down there and them going down there. That's cool.
They find artifacts. The artifacts tell a story.
It's like Indiana Jones in space stuff, or some shit.
So they're trying to figure out like the reason why there's an abyss, why it's called the abyss. Like, did people live down here? There's artifacts. What the fuck are these artifacts?
Damn, man, this is cool.
So there's a lot of different things to it.
I like this idea.
Yeah,
I like this idea,
It's a good watch. I recommend it.
Hell yeah, man. Well, that's your recommendations for the week, y'all. And you better watch it by next week. That's your homework. No. But yeah, man.
It's your
those
homework.
are your...
I think it's only like 12 or 13 episodes.
Oh, really?
Watch it.
Is that short?
It's pretty short.
God damn. Yeah.
Kind of sad.
I was going to say, unless that thing bores me to death, I'll probably just end up watching that at some point for sure.
It won't bore you to death.
Yeah, I was going to say.
When you get later on, dude, you might not. Well, you'll be able to sleep. You don't give a shit about horror movies.
Yeah.
Fuck, Scream's right there.
Yeah, you know me, man.
But
we got plenty of horror on the shelf.
It's man. It's a thinker. That's for sure.
Damn. Hell yeah, man. But Fandom Frequency Show, episode 8. Share the podcast feed, share the YouTube channel with your friends, your family, your coworkers. Just don't show your boss if they're sensitive to cussing. But other than that, man, share us with the world. The whole multiverse of fandom is where we live, is where we love to be. And we want to grow that community with y'all. So make sure you hit us up on all the social media stuff. Twitter, Instagram, hit us up over there, man. We're posting stuff. We're doing polls. We're posting the latest, big news drops before we do the shows, man. And like I said, man, most of the episodes here on YouTube are available on the audio feed, unless you're talking exclusive trailer breakdowns and shit like that, man. But until next time, This is my main man, Drew. This is your boy, Kenny. And we will see you guys again real soon. Stay tuned. Don't fucking sleep, y'all.
Deuces.